can even close in onto that opportunity to get some additional damage onto Plazi. But this is just going to utilize practically all of their heals, Takata. Even if they find damage to put themselves above the threshold, they're going to need refreshes now if they want any further success.
Yeah, Demon Storm not peeking at all, knowing that there's a trio desperately looking for any sort of damage. Yapko gonna try and take the trades. No shots being connected. Still 34 or below. All they need are a couple AR shots to stop losing HP, but they're just 2 ticks away from getting knocked out of the match. And in a couple seconds here, if nothing happens, we'll see them again in game 2.
Simply not many options left now for Ricknata as a solo.
Wait, you watching? Sorry, you watching?
152 at that.
I'm watching.
Okay, look in the chat. Look in the chat.
Rather grim.
I'll say, is Veno still up? Wait, no, wait. I'll say, is Tayson still up?
He's still hoping to try and clutch up a placement or 2. Consistency over the course of
okay, look.
lobbies
Look at my message.
That threshold of qualifying
in
the league.
Alright then, mate. You've been caught lining up.
Ricknata definitely wants to start on the right foot. This is just such an unfortunate situation to be in, but he's still trying to make the most of it. Has 1 medkit left to play.
You said let's go when then that guy went down.
Somehow, some way, the surge is just going to turn off automatically. Maybe the lobby kind of thins itself out for him.
Yeah, I mean, issue is when your teammates are both down, if you start healing, 0 chances of you getting more damage. As now gonna be forced to knock on someone's door, but when it's a full trio and you're 1 tick away, a miracle is what you're gonna need. As he goes for the aggressive play, pick out the box, but no success gonna come from it. Looking at
where's my goat veno, man?
Malibuca.
No, bro.
Tayson actually getting knocked down early on.
Is he?
This could be detrimental.
Wait, what'd you say? Wait.
Malibuca's still up. Oh, Tayson went down. Cooked.
Wait, is Veno dead?
I'm not sure. I think he might. I think he might die before. I can't lie. I can't see him anyway.
Height now might be purely up for grabs here. And Kylie, Rob, and Ju, they want to see if they can get their own piece of it. Staring across the way, they're going to chop out Plazi's attempt. And now, Kylie kind of just waiting for that next zone pull. They're going to be some of the first to move. Kind of just gearing up with those dash sprites. And now, might find themselves clashing directly with Pigstorm and Demus, but they've already dropped a layer. It's that secondary height now that Kylie's trying to see if they can clear out and continue dropping, continue swapping layers. See if they can catch one of these other teams off guard. And it's Darm who's really got to be careful at Trap, nearly catching him out. Instead, Kylie gonna have to sit, lurk, and wait. But Surge is ticking away.
Pause it. I'm gonna pause it and look. Do I see a Veno up? I don't.
They're looking for the congestion because they need the damage.
Wait, what are you streaming?
Incredibly difficult rotate ahead of them as well. Gonna have to cross the water. That's Juice forced.
I'm watching the go Aussie, bro. I'm sorry.
HP after that surge tick, now gonna be behind on zone. Difficult rotate up ahead. Still 126 below. Robin's gone down left as a duo now. Everything is going wrong for this trio. As Kylie's managed to get 1 above the threshold, he's now gonna have to ride the wave, playing back a zone. The shots come through, big knock. As now materials are refreshed, but still such a long journey ahead of them.
And Ju's just gotta hope that these teams don't choose to keep turning back around. Ju now trying to break through. Fruzy has been knocked, but Gold is gonna be the one.
Wait, Ceci and Thingy aren't playing with each other anymore.
Nah.
It's gonna take them a whole uphill battle to actually catch up to where the rest of the pack is.
Didn't get the mate, they played season 1 mate, is that right? Max could win is like, oh my. Wait, who's the other person? 30 and what's his name?
Sorry.
Wait, can we quit?
No, he's playing with Yapko. Oh no, sorry, I don't know. Oh, Dom's.
Wait, is he in a different?
Wait,
Is he in a different group?
I don't know.
Tuck himself into the corner, but as a solo Takata, he's got to come up huge here.
From having the zone pull very close.
Fuck you, should have been Veno, bro.
Drop spot to having no more materials after the first moving zone. The trio
Baby,
Snazy and Co. We're gonna look to close this one out. I also saw Seti. Yapko and Panzer were looking quite healthy here, as zone is gonna pull back to Utopia City.
This is a tough break for some of these teams in the low ground. They've expended so much of their hard material just trying to survive. Some of the pressure being applied to from the teams overhead. Ice, Clement, Snazy, just trying to keep a firm grasp on their position. Snazy now gonna look to try and intervene. And from secondary height, Tripburn, Hellfire, Scrap, misform straight towards front side of zone. That might draw them into a fight with Seti, Yapko, and Panzer. But Hellfire seems more than prepared for it. Just gonna immediately start tunneling out, see if they can catch Fincheck off guard. But no good. Supportive measures have come into play here. But Seti, Yapko, and Panzer, they don't want to tackle it too. Oh, they're gonna chop out Nahum, bring him down into their box immediately. Clean elimination there for Seti.
There we go. You gotta be careful though, as you have to stay ahead. You can't let those refreshes slow you down. You need your Tarfer to continue pushing forwards, continue getting space, as now they're gonna be forced behind. Next zone has appeared. Dash is gonna get reset as they're gonna try and focus on positioning here. Getting a bit elevated too. Will we see a potential second height as Panzer's gone down? Left as a duo now. Walks Malibuca ping, looking incredibly strong.
That was such great awareness there from Ice as well.
Oh, he's getting sprayed.
Seti's team the moment that they tried to make that layer transition into the secondary height positional hold. And now Seti gonna be forced to drop practically all the way down on ultimate low. You can see a handful of players kind of trickling by him, but he doesn't have a chance to even try and consider a refrag as a solo. He's got to take the time to heal. But Seti still managing to hold strong here. One more Medin is going to buy him a little bit more time to tank a couple more ticks of the storm.
Who do you think's going to win, guys? We got some big names now.
Onto Berg, and that's going to be
There's some big names in this.
Seti wins it, trust. Seti's going to win.
I don't know. Some good people in here. Seti's in here, Arthur's in here. Malibuca's up in here, I think.
And no one has managed to spot out the fact that he's a solo.
Yes.
Great job clutching out those extra points.
My goat.
Has been overthrown, but Seti
That's my goat.
to make a name in this first match.
The ball on high ground. Hell yeah, bro.
Hell yeah.
Cannot take damage for a few
Right,
seconds
chat, who do you
here,
think's
but he's
gonna
gonna have to build
Let me
just
know.
wood. It's
Who
what he
think's
has
gonna win?
left as Fincheck, Contry, and Pradage. They've overthrown high ground and they're looking to
Oh.
close this one out.
This is close.
Seti's still alive because he's the goat, bro.
3 days on Pradage on high ground. Malibuca's still in this. Fleck is still down. Malibuca. Malibuca on the low ground. Seti's still alive in solo, clutching all the placement points he can.
Doesn't have a chance yet to even look at Asshole. Instead, he's got to just keep moving forward, hoping.
When you run into Malibuca on the low ground, just still farming the placement. Ping goes down, Malibuca goes for the high ground.
That's the goat, bro.
Real.
Oh, Finnick goes down. Oh, Pradage goes down.
This guy's so far behind, bro.
Shut up. Someone the official.
Stay the goat. Oh,
Both not missing a
Stay
single
fourth.
shot as it's
Stay the goat, bro. Fourth place
Pumps
for the solo. That's
continuing
crazy.
to hold on to height. All they need are a couple more eliminations as Seti's gone down, but it's a full trio below. A 2v3 to close out the first game.
Silently near
Malibuca on the high ground. Versus the full trio on the low ground.
Oh, wait, dead, no. Wait.
Chris now gonna try and challenge Malibuca and Walks 2 versus 3, but Chris lost all of his shield.
Wait, he's
Come
dead.
on, this is the goat, bro.
Walks goes down. Malibuca goes down. Yo. No way.
Bro,
you're so far behind.
Who won? Who won?
Closure here, Takada. I believe that was the final blow. I think he held it just long enough.
I'm not even fully sure, Taco. In those final moments, it was shot after shot. Malibuca fell off a height. I don't even know what just happened. What a way to kick off Group 2. This is looking insane.
Whoa.
All Malibuca and Walks had to do
that was crazy,
connect every single one of those shots. And the fact that they were consistently stringing them together was actually ridiculous.
Country won, bro. That was the team on high at the very end.
Wait, he was playing as I think he was playing as a solo in like.
Who didn't start, mate?
To take that battle towards the high ground, but right there at the very
Yeah, he won.
end,
Damn.
it really seemed
Yeah,
like
bro.
Fincheck, Pradage,
You're
and
so far
Contra
behind,
were
mate.
gonna have
Bro,
the
I'm watching it. Wait, what are you watching, bro? I'm
opportunity
watching
to win this
official
from
Fortnite
height.
stream, bro.
It's just
well, I'm watching Aussie, and Aussie's watching the same thing as you, and you're like 30 seconds behind us, bro.
Right, let me read
Malibuca and walks.
Yeah, still.
We're just waiting for that perfect moment. But in the end, it was Finchek, Contri, and Pradaj that ended home taking game number 1. Frank 11 Mini, you got to break that down for me.
I think I'm still processing, to be honest, guys. I don't blame the commentators for being like, who actually won that photo finish? Because it really did look like Malibuca might just about have pulled it off. However, we have to give kudos to to Finchek's trio, because they had high ground so confidently for a lot of that endgame mini.
Yeah, I mean, when they retook high ground, I thought, yeah, really nice.
Zach, I'm gonna go grab some water.
Before, and then, of course, they overthrew that. I thought they were just going to ride out to the win. And then, of course, Malibuca's team comes in, throws everything out the window. I think it's Cantry that's left us a solo. I think he would have been surprised himself. How did I actually win that? It was a bit mad there in the end at 11.
Yeah, a bit all over the place, but I think these guys played the game well, right? When you look at these guys, Cantry, Finchek, they are players who I think, you know, when you look at group stage in previous seasons, their players have backed a lot because they have so much firepower. Obviously, they're playing with Upward in the past, and they looked really impressive. And then
Pradaj won game
like
1.
The biggest passion merchant EU. So I've always been a big fan of him. You know, this guy is going to be screaming his head off after picking up a win there. And like you said, Midi, an almost unexpected win with how the final sort of moments played out. But yeah, their high ground play was good, and that's what it takes in these lobbies. You give yourself a chance by playing that way. They held off all right, I would say, from Malibuca and Wox's aggression. To be fair to them, when Wox is hitting shots the way he was, there's not much you can do about it a lot of the time.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
But, yeah, big win for these guys, and I'm sure they'll be a force in that final.
Malibuca, I mean, this guy's just playing under the radar, bro.
From the way that a number of these top trios were playing in that first game, we're going to see a lot of competitive endgames. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll be looking ahead to game 2, but not before we've had a few natters about game 1.
Black Magic, Elite Jaden, Caps, Boda, Stripe, Scratch, Epic Clicks, Visor, Hope, Chris, Flunk, Epic Man, Ace, Steer.
Alright, Joe, I'll put a timer up for game 2. Just give me a moment.
Buzz? Yeah, I think probably Buzz. Would you say Buzz?
I'm back, guys.
Veno isn't in this group.
He's what?
He's not in there. He's not in this group.
Oh, my bad.
I thought everyone was saying Vico was.
They're not.
Oh, what the hell?
Let's get a quick
They're
timer.
in group 3.
Oh, what the hell? I swear someone told me that thing he was in.
Oh, I thought he was in this group as well. Clock needs an update, yeah. What could be the update for a clock? It's literally a clock, bro.
What?
Don't worry. There's an update for a clock. That makes no sense, bro. Alright, shall I go game 2 in 2 minutes?
Most likely it's Flame Up.
I'm gonna do. I know I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna go to the night, cause we're gonna risk it. With a cig on the cig. You know you're risky when you cig a Rizzler. Eva? Shut up, Henry, bro.
I want for Doxy to qual.
Sorry for looking over in this group.
Real.
He is.
He's just not there. I don't think he is.
Not is he, mate?
Why are they playing his thing then?
What do you mean?
His clips.
Oh, my bad.
I swear
That's from
No.
week 1.
Yes, that's from week 1, mate.
No, fuck's sake.
Wait, no.
Tayson got 3 points, bro.
Tayson?
Yeah.
Bro.
Tayson pull off.
No, if Fredoxy did play, then he's in dead last or something like that.
Real.
Last place is
We've got 55 seconds.
ES Doom, Mystic, Cabal, and TRKF Gobull.
It's about, bro.
Oh, shut up, mate.
And 32nd is 95V, Max Nada.
Yeah.
King Acer.
King Ass, no.
No.
King
Jake
Ass is the guy.
Buka is in 25th.
Jake Booten. Oh,
Yeah.
They're gonna need some wins, bro. There's some good people in this group, though.
Harris, Tayson, and Chicho are in 20th. 22nd, sorry. Eclipse and Twy are in 20th. with 9 points, bro. That's the hell in, bro.
Lock in.
Three kills though. All their points are for kills, I'm pretty sure. Cause we're gonna die young. French Peter bought 9 points. So in qual right now is not Hellfire, Man City, Trip and Scrat.
Water was very
Apple,
hot
Mixon
in
and
those final
Focus.
moments for our trios, but we did have ourselves a banger of
Fast
a
Strokey,
game one.
Anoki,
11-2K,
Bevies
was that an
and
enjoyable
AO.
way to start the day?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you sort of got it all. I think we saw
ASP,
teams
Edgy,
struggling for surge as they do in these lobbies.
EGY,
Great high ground play, great attempted
Lennis,
retakes,
A, Awesome.
A nail bite.
I don't fucking know.
Even know who won. You know,
Fifth place right now is.
Well, Malibuca didn't win. We can definitely confirm that now. It was Cantry's trio who were able to take
the GOAT, bro. Fourth place.
In the Major 3 Grand Finals, but it was
then
of try
13th,
because they
bro.
looked so
Malibuca's the GOAT, bro. 13 kills second.
Watching them when they were going up, right? And Wox is just, you know, going crazy, and I'm like, please don't win this first game, guys. Please. I said I want the entertainment for a couple of games.
No, bro.
Please give me,
He's landing the demons, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, even with ping going down, Malibuca and Wox, it's actually so
I think he is at least because he had the mythic AR when they showed him.
But like when they're going up, Mini, and they're just fighting.
I know the same could have been. Wait, how long's the match start?
Unreal. I mean,
wait. How long till?
Pretty incredible fighters in the same team when they do got
How long till Major 3?
So difficult for anyone that's up there. I think at the end here we might get a little look at Malibuca's POV. A little bit of a misplay, I think, with how he did this.
Sunday. It's tomorrow.
What? I think he dashed down.
Yeah, that's it.
These dashes don't.
That's so peak.
Damage. I think that's ultimately what happened.
Veno's gonna be tomorrow, bro.
Yeah. He made a decision. He
watch the GOAT.
So really
first place, you won the game. You had
Country.
Second place, Ping, X-Ray,
elimination. Second place, so not bad.
I low-key trust. I think Veno can win this ground trust.
Ace, we got our French representatives there hoping to make it to Leon. They made an early play for that high ground position. Mini-minded, they just weren't able to sustain it.
Yeah, they had a really nice zone pull actually. This 8 zone pulled nicely for them onto that.
That's why he's the GOAT.
Secured. You can see them investing so many materials, but ultimately that was what went wrong for them. You can see Seti. I think if they managed to pick up these refreshes, they would have been able to play out a little bit long 11, but it was just the lack of materials that gave Frenage and Code the green light to go.
Yeah, honestly, as weird as it sounds, I don't really have much wrong to say about them. I think they got a bit unfortunate. They couldn't get
you got it from watching the stream, you idiot.
Game we see in these group stages where like a team invests in high early, but in this case they actually sort of made the right decisions to potentially have kept it. It happens. I hope we'll see them back up there.
Of course, all eyes
and the GOAT Veno is going to be playing tomorrow. Wait, I'm going to see how stacked. No, I'm pretty sure Group 3 is going to be headed stacked.
No, Group 3 is the most stacked. You got
let me get up.
You got the GOAT, Veno.
You've also got Veno.
That's the biggest pleaser, bro.
You got Veno, and then you've also got
T-Bomb, Veno, and the GOATs.
You got Mongrel, and you've also got Savage.
I hope Mongrel.
I hope Mongrel calls ground.
I think it just got a little bit messy. This was the moment where the high ground team tried to take them out.
Are we all staying up till 2 in the morning to watch that shit though, are we?
We're saying he's not watched, he's not finished, he's still here, he's still alive and fighting.
Mate, I'm gonna watch it, but I'm not gonna watch it with you guys, but the parents are gonna come off and sit.
Oh yeah.
No man. What's that? I'm logging into my YouTube.
Because when you have
I can't. Wait, how can you see who's qualified to it?
What do you mean?
Leaderboard,
yeah, I can't see the leaderboard first.
I gotta select all the things I can. I'm not a robot, bro.
One of the issues
what, you're trying to take the Fortnite tracker?
In trios and in duos.
No.
Tammy's always the one who's normally
Wait, how do you see Group 3? I can't. It doesn't let me.
Now we're getting to see.
Yeah, I've got the lock thing, and I've got the dates. Oh, you need to click on one of the. Oh no, you don't. Oh, I get it now. Oh no, I don't get it.
I'm excited though, Takata, to see what takes place at Pump Power now, knowing that
I can't check who's in it. Wait. Are you checking off Fortnite?
They've already punched their ticket to
I
the
can
Major
check
3
if you
Grand
want,
Finals, but now some of these other teams in the lobby, they didn't like how Game 1 shaped up.
Chat, next game is
Maybe
about
they
7
take a
minutes,
look at
Nick.
Pump Power instead.
I would not be
he won
surprised
here?
at all because there was
Yeah,
literally
one game
9
finished.
trios contesting each other on
Who
that
won?
north side of the map. So now that you have one of the
Pradaj.
north POIs more free, it's
Oh,
time
the
to kind of
Italians.
see is
Yeah,
able
yeah.
to try and claim it. Even
I
if
thought they're
Frogs,
French, eh?
after being contested, a lot of
I swear
rotates
Pradaj
came.
is-
Never mind, the
With
game is
battle
starting
lines
now.
ready,
Alright, guys,
let's
run
get
into
to
game.
the
Oh,
second
ah.
match.
Can one screenshot? I can't look into my YouTube.
No,
my
just
YouTube.
look. Alright, look at my screen, man.
Go on Twitch.
Just
Look
watch
at my screen.
And you can
How about you just watch my stream,
expect
man?
that for some of these
shit.
teams,
You
you
can't-
know,
you
you
can't log
got
into
the
YouTube, you
early
fucking
morning
idiot.
jitters.
Yeah.
But also,
System.
did you guys know you get 946 points per win because you
Yeah, I saw
get
that.
90.
If you're
Yeah, because
just playing
it adds
any
up to
other game, you
100.
don't want to think
for
of it
1,000.
as that pressure.
Wait, why can't I
With all
take
the
the
places.
fucking leaderboard?
Set on knowing it's like the last opportunity, right? To
Oh, see, he's in the Veno's
Oh,
good.
repairs versus Andalex will spawn. Oh, it's not looking good for Andalex. Andalex goes down straight away.
And repairs bringing down Andalex early. But there has been
They
a clean
they trade one. They
one.
both. Wait, did they?
Now
I think they
Turtle
both knocked one.
Yeah,
trying to see if
they
they can
did,
turn
they
this
did.
back in their favor. Darkly underneath, Xnata and repairs. Got the bulk on the slurp barrels.
I feel like repairs might win this, you know.
They want to keep this fight rolling.
Wait, who's in this
here,
group then?
Takada, but
Like,
it
who's the
might
big
come
names?
to a little
You've
bit
got
of pause
Malibu,
here.
you've got
Turtle and
Malibuca,
Marco were so
Vidil,
split from each other, too.
Tayson.
No, the deal
Yeah,
called
not looking
the
good,
group.
honestly. Turtle,
Yeah.
if he makes it out of that,
Wait, what the
I'm
hell
going
is-
to be
Rezon, I
impressed.
think.
As we look at
Rezon.
Supernova
Oh, okay.
Academy.
Wait, no, it's not. I'm a liar.
Reason's next. No, sorry. Reason's group 3.
Is he?
Chilling. I did
Yeah.
see on the feed the Turtle went
Yeah,
down,
he's with
so we'll see how that kinda
Savage and
ends
then
up
Mongrels
for
also.
them, but
Oh yeah.
Wait, is Mongo and Savage
This was
playing?
fast, though.
No, they're in the same group.
A
Just
different.
Immediately bringing down
Okay.
Goval.
Yo, imagine it's a
What
1v1
you
Mongo
expect to
versus.
Nova
Oh,
Academy.
yeah.
That'd be limbs,
Two
bro.
That'd be so
eliminations.
That
tough.
would be.
The quicker
That'd
that you
be
can
such
clear out
a- what you call
contested
that?
That'd be
draws,
high
moment,
the
like-
easier it's going to make
The script.
That'd be like everyone would say it's
whatnot.
fixed, if you know what I mean.
all the
Yeah,
more
yeah.
smooth. But pump power has been claimed by Plazi's trio,
Watching.
and now to
Okay.
see if they have the same level of success.
yeah, I mean the issue is when you drop in a different POI, you kind of got to switch up a little bit. You're not going to be as efficient in terms of your early game strategy and your rotates, but having such a strong POI is not something to complain about.
Wait, yeah,
As now
good
the
boy.
issue with
Oh,
fights
Chris
taking
Paul
longer.
a good boy,
That Flooded Frogs
Flooded
being in the most
Frogs.
contested section of the map, it means a lot more potential for that third party to come through and end your game early. So
Oh, they gotta fight this
we'll
early,
see
bro.
how they end up
They're
playing.
dragging
They
it
know
on.
the third party's here, so no
Wait,
surprise.
repairs.
They got-
Repairs
happening
is just
anytime
sitting under
soon,
them,
but
bro. They have no
You
idea.
have to play a lot safer
There's
now
so many
and use a
teams
bit
there,
more
what the hell?
materials just to get around.
But for two separate teams, some of these drops, Takada.
Oh, they don't know. They're about to.
missing
Oh no.
plans,
Oh wait, they've had a good job.
Oh,
lurking,
Oh shit.
Big Nada can go. Oh shit.
Oh, they're sold. Oh, they're sold.
Oh, they stole.
Oh, it's not looking
It's a
good.
turnaround.
Oh, it's not
Nada,
looking
man.
Break not her.
Yeah.
The moment that they exposed themselves and they
Yeah.
couldn't find that
That was not
initial
looking
lock
good, bro.
onto Fede, that was
Oh,
Dude,
no, no.
if they had 3 people, that would have been the play.
Yeah, well, I think
Yeah,
the other one missed.
That got sold.
I think the other one whipped.
back-to-back.
Why did he run through like that, bro? Yeah.
How did Unk run out, bro?
Oh, what a
They just
sellout,
popped
bro.
out.
Was kind
What
of
is
No, no, they could have 1-1 and perhaps won it.
Real?
Got the
Why
job
did?
done.
Oh, wait.
And so
Oh, that.
they
Wait.
go
Yeah,
for the
Malibuca's
Bucks
going
domain.
here. Malibuca's going demons, and he has Encore, I think.
Malibuca walks were
Malibu
hitting
just
some
wins, no?
Which,
incredible shots
yeah,
in the
he-
last
well,
match,
he's gonna be
already at
called.
93.
Yeah, he got 13 kills second last game.
Oh.
And then dodge
for the
whatever.
remainder of this.
Do you reckon he's gonna do the play
Gotta
strat?
do is
Maybe.
what they're already used to.
Fuck's
Honestly,
that.
I wouldn't be surprised if we
Keep
see
I don't
playing
know.
out
Oh,
and-
no,
Why is this
no.
Oklahoma win in this game or even the
Oh,
next game
yes,
coming soon. But
go
Dexter
on.
Twice doing
played
half, bro.
right.
Twice
Dexy
on 9
clips.
points.
About them
Oh hell no,
earlier.
Dexy clips and 5, bro.
They successfully got these 3 eliminations at the start of
Yeah,
game
it's good
1,
shit, Twy.
but repeating it.
I want these
might
team.
be
I want
easier
this
said than
team
done.
to qual, bro.
Actually,
So
I
bad.
hate I don't want to call
The way that they're
No, I
tackling
want them to qual.
I don't know who the
this
hell
battle, though,
Mateus and.
the smart
Mateo!
play is
Shut
side by
up.
side,
Amadeus,
challenge
Amadeus.
these walls and
Shut up.
easily go for the open shot. I mean, one
Alright,
versus
so
two
Who's winning?
situations.
Who's winning game 2? Who's winning game 2?
That Dexy, Eclipse, and Twy, they're more than
Twy's
comfortable.
getting pissed on.
That clips.
Takes
Oh,
over
oh,
Twy
oh, it's
now,
Twy.
needing
Oh,
to
and
look at
Eclipse
the
looking
back
good.
here,
Great.
instead trying to crank up for his life. Needs a moment to reload, but Eclipse.
It's a big trade.
Down. That is a big response out of Matez and Seziak.
Mateo,
It's also going to delay.
Oh, he's 100. Why is on it?
And that's where things become problematic to Kata because another team very easily into the conversation now.
Not only that, they're on one of the corners
Guys,
of
it's
the
all
map,
by
so
Arcade mouse pads, yeah?
enough they can
How about you all
see the
buy
zone,
cryptic
but
mouse
continue
pads?
pulling as south as possible. Just gonna kind
Oh.
of delay their whole match.
No
And Dexy
builds.
knows this.
No builds
The
on
aggression
Twy.
is gonna come through. Twy almost has been
That's
cracked, but it's
fucked.
done the same
Oh, no
amount
build.
of damage on the
Thanks,
receiving
mate.
end as the group up comes in.
Oh, they're dead. They're dead.
Sure, buddy, sure is the antics, mate. Sure they're gonna win.
Oh, they're dead, bro.
It's over, bro.
Teams are practically
Yeah,
unless they jump down, they get one pop. You never
They've
know.
got so many. Yeah.
Wait, they tossed out.
But neither of them have heals, bro.
And even though they can
Wait,
both
no,
tank,
Matt's
no,
right.
it wasn't a
the
full.
early
Yeah,
Stormtic damage
They
is
both.
the
Wait, they both have
It's just
zero
the
mats.
fact that
They have
Dexy
Yeah, they all have
has
zero
lost.
mats,
Yeah.
bro.
Matez
No,
and
this is-
Seziak,
Wait, depends
one of
who has
these
more
teams
heals,
is
actually.
still going to have to make
It's
a
Them,
twice.
bro.
fan.
Twy could just run, bro.
Bro,
Wait.
go on, Dexy. Go on, Dexy.
But
Wait.
Twy is going to
Ah,
I had a
so
med
good.
kit. He can head out and get the med kit.
Wait,
trying
no.
to see if
Oh.
he can still
No,
No,
that's
so
Twy's
close.
a sellout, bro.
Bro, why did Twy run with the med kit, bro?
No.
Takes the open right hand
Matez
Nah,
with
bro.
Matez,
and
bro.
that's going to be a long draw battle, but
Matez.
Matez will at least
Matez
be
with the
revived.
game.
Fuck,
Oh, that's a
yeah.
crazy
Yeah,
kill,
on.
bro.
Focus,
Pistol
he'll
man.
have to
Get
wait for
the
his
shit on,
teammates
bro.
to actually make the play on the reboot.
Bro, Twy sold him up. Why did Twy just run it?
I don't know, yeah, I don't know why Twy ran it. though.
Incredible.
Decky.
Shout out to Dexy for
Bro.
almost clutching that one out.
Yeah, no.
After the siphon was acquired and
Bro, Dexy just a goat, bro. He pissed on one. I'm pretty sure he killed the first one in the fight anyway.
1-1 for the trio.
He shouldn't be playing with Twy and thing, bro.
No, it's everyone just looks at his earnings, bro.
They're playing extra aggressive,
Yeah.
even though they already have 3 eliminations. They want even more.
And they might find it. Nero, X-Ray, Chris, this team.
Bevies. I haven't heard Bevies since Chapter 5 Season 1, bro.
Real.
Bevy's just going to
Bevy's
continue
been irrelevant for a long time, bro.
to maintain this pressure. And
So he hasn't.
Oh, I hope Bevies
just
falls, bro.
chasing down
I love
X-Ray.
Bevies,
He's
bro.
doing everything
I
in
forgot
his
about
power
him.
to see if he can create a little bit of space, see if he can reunite the rest of his team.
Was it him
with
who
that
did the
opportunity
solo
when he
cartridge in
shut
Chapter
down.
5 Season 1?
And
I can't
Keto,
remember.
Look at the body loop.
I don't fucking know.
Or was it
Finds
Pablo?
the knock,
No,
Nero.
no.
and only Chris
Pablo.
left standing, and not for much longer.
Back then.
Another big set of eliminations for Bevy's team, and it's definitely setting themselves up nicely for being able to focus on their positioning. They've got to have so much surge by now.
Yeah, can't ask for more than 5 eliminations by second zone. Mixing up will also looking quite good. We'll see where this zone ends up pulling, but so far the loot has been acquired, and I'm curious to see how much mobility they have. The issue with kind of that surfboard is it's really easy to get tagged when using it. So you don't really want it as a late game mobility item. It's good now in the early game to kind of
Everyone put predictions.
make sure you're efficient in your
everyone put predictions
pathing,
in
but
chat.
later on you either want the dashes
I
or the
reckon
mist
Apple
form,
might
so
call off
hopefully
consistency.
they'll continue to
Oh,
kinda
wait, this
find
minute.
some of that.
I reckon
Oh,
Yapko and Seti might win a game.
Yeah, you have
Big
good to say. I
emphasis
think they'll
on
win.
just
Oh, we got the
leading up
exotic
right
shotgun
now
as well.
from most of our uncontested teams. Seti, Yapko, Panzer. If anybody was questioning, you know, but then again, before I get
mean, they were
ahead
getting
of myself here,
conned by,
Takada, it is only game 1. I want to see that Seti
Henry,
for
bro, what
games
did you do?
2, 3, 4, 5, or even sooner if they, you know, if the Victor Royale win and you're in. That's always a nice condition to go in on, but I do love that we're seeing
he's
Seti
rocking
be
the
so
new
proactive
Fantastic
even
Four
when
skin,
he's
that's
left
crazy.
in that kind of solo
Actually, it actually doesn't look that
fiasco.
Yeah, no, it's not that bad.
He clutched
just
up
like-
a good amount of points.
No.
They kind of fell apart when they
Ooh,
were
Dragon Clement
going
might
up
win.
layers to
Clement could
second
win
height,
this.
but even then, they already
You might
kinda
get
staggered themselves from the
consistency, man.
previous refresh, so it was a bit of a difficult rotate. Good news is they're still 4th on the leaderboard.
Wait,
I mean,
Triple.
3rd if you count the trio that are
Where-
already qualified.
There's a lot of
to
good
that
teams in this,
win,
bro.
So, like you said, it's only game
Didn't
1.
Trippin
We don't
call
want to get
from
too
last
ahead
chance
of
last
ourselves,
season?
but
Yeah, I think
looking
he
at
called from
Tripper and
last
Strap and
season.
Hellfire, they managed to
Not
kind
looking
of
too
Yeah,
good
quick
this
start.
shots back and forth on a bit
Yeah.
of a surge
Major
base,
Series,
but
Strap and
yeah, it
Hellfire
looks like
and
they
Triple
still
won the
have it
first game
once
of last
again.
chance qualifier.
Pretty sure people can
It's
read
very
predict.
easy for Tripper to cover a lot of
And you're
ground
slow
using
at
those
not gonna lie.
geysers and
Huh?
I said you're quite slow
surprises.
reader. If
The surge base
that's the
is
piece
off
you're
in
reading out, little
distance.
bro.
Mate, I'm trying to read
On
so
par
far.
with the same elevation practically.
I think
it's
running in. And several teams,
chill.
all having to essentially keep
pick Storm and
on
Demon
those elevation
Fitness.
holds.
They should win a game.
Please.
Be
What's
caught
using
up
bro,
in any kind
actually?
of crossfire. Teams that are looking for those surge damage tags while you're just trying to make your open-ended rotates.
Yeah.
Utopia City now also being a little bit gutted, as is tradition. Teams wanting to make sure they have as much hard material for future rotates.
Yes, it's interesting to me. As you saw,
Honestly, I think they can win, bro. Pick Storm and Demon, so like win
games
games.
out of any
Yeah,
trios in
pick
the
Storm.
Nah, they can't
No, they won't. I reckon they'll get too nervous.
My goat Xeno's gonna win Grand Prix.
But you're the biggest pleaser out, bro. Like, I'm not having it.
They're not that good, man.
Yes, bro. Vena's gonna prove
They fell off, bro. They fell off. They fell
so
off.
hard, bro.
I have
Their
not seen their
chemistry-
names on a leaderboard in 6 months.
Their chemistry is
Like,
not good, bro.
materials, so
They're just full
I wonder if it's
soul,
kind of
bro.
that blessing curse.
well,
They
Biscuit,
started
mate.
beefing in OG season, bro.
Some fights.
By OG you mean Star Wars, though, right, mate?
Oh, yeah, same thing, bro.
Same thing.
It's not, isn't it?
It is. It's half season. Come on.
Because it's a mini season, bro.
Oasis.
They call it mini season, not OG.
Not too much pressure.
Bro, but I misspoke, bro.
Trapped in Hellfire.
They didn't, mate.
Maybe not directly in the lobby just yet, but there is a lot of pressure
Why is bro laughing like
on
that?
this trio to make that appearance in the
Austin?
Major 3 Grand Finals. Such seasoned players.
Guys, who do you
It's
think's gonna win?
almost surprising to
Who do you
think
think's gonna win, bro?
that so much of the competitive conversation is kind of
You reckon?
steered away from
Oh,
their
faded.
Oh,
Wait,
wow.
is that faded
This is
pigeon?
a
That's
really
faded
big
pigeon.
Yeah, that's
opportunity
faded
for
pigeon.
not just them, but
Oh, we
all
got
these
each
teams
other.
in the Fez.
Ever since he kept on there, bro.
Saw him at the start of this match.
No, Vidil's the one that was faded vision, then.
Finding yet another victim.
You guys not know that?
Faded and Focus actually going to be the one
His
credited
mum,
for that
mate. His
elimination,
fucking mum.
but this is a big commitment to spend that much time sitting inside
Is he
of
gonna
the
pick up the
storm,
cape?
hoping to catch a straggler that was obviously looking for that reboot van opportunity.
Theodore
Yeah.
wins. Trust. Theodore wins.
They were also on the cutoff of qualifying through consistency. The trio they just took out, so it's going to be a bit of a hiccup.
That's why he's let go!
Let
go!
Oh, I didn't realize they were playing with you. She's
No
pretty
eliminations
good.
on the board.
Who wins? 121 kills. They're so good!
It's going to give them a bit of relief as well.
Don't hear
They
it,
can
bro.
play this slower if they have to.
11 wait.
No
Okay.
trios in sight.
30
but
kill win, 25 kill 8, 0 kill
It's always
29,
good to double
29.
Wait, who's this?
1 kill.
I really don't care, bro.
Veno.
But the
Let go!
I don't care.
Let go!
Overhead angle.
Theodore on 0 points, bro.
Tekka,
Oh, it's
Jasper,
not good.
Theodore.
She's only on 6 though.
A lot of pressure being
Ooh,
applied
I got
right
some
now
messages.
from Ju and Kylie.
I'm fucking
it's not gonna be
Joseph,
her.
bro.
For a wall.
Joseph, bro.
And Robin gonna see if they can maybe
No.
try and catch Tech out, but with the way that
Oh, he
Theodore
sold all his
and
shots.
Jasper
Oh, he's
are
good,
playing
definitely.
this, they are not in any rush to Kata, but the pressure is consistent right
Can't
now.
tell if we're
from
ahead or if
Ju
he's
and
behind, though.
Kylie.
He's behind.
No, I'm just
These
speaking
eliminations.
slowly, right?
Nations.
Yeah, from the looks of it, Jasper and Co are being hunted right now.
Why are they not just like
As
walking
they
just a
just
little bit
kind
into
of
zone?
try and survive and take
You
some
fuck-
shots
'cause
back
the
and
kids are
forth,
right there,
but
mate. You
half
fucking
the
idiot.
is
Mate.
in the storm,
But I
so
mean,
they're
like,
just
it's
kinda
they're not
ticking
that
away
like.
slowly.
Surely they
See, look.
Because
That's
Robin's
why
just
I'm
waiting
saying.
for an angle. One big pump is all it
I
really
agree
takes
with that
to give
stuff.
you that kind of confidence to continue pushing on through. You don't want to take any risks beforehand when the HP and shield is equal between the trios here. So it's all about just finding angles and waiting
Just
for
leave your
one
teammate at this
slip
point.
up. But you gotta have
Jasper,
one of
just
your
go
teammates,
back in zone,
if
bro.
you're the aggressor here, just keeping an eye out around you, making sure no
Oh,
other
this is
trios
so
are
weird.
sneaking up or looking
is
for
so
that
weird.
third party.
Just
And you
keep
can
them
see in the
in zone,
mini
bro.
map, there is one player doing that, so no worry of getting third party. Continue the pressure. Good job, just kind of doing damage
Shut
back
the
and
fuck
forth.
up.
That
Good
would have
job,
been
bro.
a win in
Where
my
you're
books
dropped.
from the fight, even if they didn't get a single elimination.
Well, for Kylie, forced to disengage, has to go play for heals. We saw Jasper holding on to that med miss too.
What are you
So-
doing, bro?
Smart move from Jasper's team.
3 games I've been
To just
given.
rotate completely out. of
No
the
one
line of
cares,
sight.
bro.
That's why Ju's
You're
trying
telling
to
us to
ramp
get
up
off
a
the
little
other
bit,
games,
trying to
bro.
see if they can still get an additional tag or two.
No
And
way
Ju,
they're going in zone just to
even
get the
more intent on just keeping this fight going.
He's not done
He's
yet.
gonna chase down
You're getting them for free for a
Tech,
reason,
Jasper, and Theodore.
It's because they're fucking
He's
bums,
just holding
bro.
the zipline hostage. He is
No
not
one wants to
letting
play
this
Trinity
trio
Fusion
out
with you,
of
bro.
sight.
Like, come on.
Chugged a buff,
Get-
not worried to lose a bit of HP for
Bro!
potential extra damage. Just has to be careful with the shots fired back. Issue for Tech and Co is that they're gonna use so
And he's
many
on
materials
Roblox.
just
Alright.
from this one small engagement. As now,
Shut up, Star.
not only
Now I'm gonna
are
play
they
the gambling
on
game, where is
lower
it?
side of the
Oh, my
elevation,
AC is
but
being Faxity, bro.
I think they had what, like 300 builds, 200 builds. Some of them, it's just not looking good at all.
Where is it? Where is it?
Robin.
No.
Hide
no.
the body.
Spearhead
What have you been
leading the
playing?
charge,
That was
chasing
fun,
down
that was
Theodore
fun.
and Jasper. Just trying to wait for an opportunity to get
When
any
was the
sort
last
of
time you played
additional
Roblox,
tags
Henry?
onto Tech.
Like
Be
He was
honest.
fortunate
Yesterday.
there too that
Yesterday was Star.
Robin wasn't able to connect with those kill switch
wasn't here.
revolvers,
Did
but
you really?
with the way that they
Oh no,
are
day before then.
pinning down Jasper's trio, they've got to make sure
Gotta
that
say.
they don't wind up getting hunted
they're getting full.
themselves, because we saw another team kind of holding out,
4 teams getting
hiding
held in zone, bro.
alongside where
Shit,
Robin's
he's
at
dead.
You
on
fucking
the
idiot.
mountain span. And this could get problematic for
They're just gonna get
Juice
full
team.
sprayed now.
Even more still for Jasper, though. They
Why
had
is he trying to
no
pop on the throat?
idea about that third party intervening, and they're just gonna get picked off immediately.
Yeah, they will be able to pick up Jasper
Sure
here, I'm
about
pretty
it?
sure, but once they make it into zone, they are going to be not healthy at all.
Probably just hates the game.
I was looking at the mini-map too. Zone
think
is not
this
too
would be,
far once again,
me,
so
Star,
due to
and
pulling
Henry.
these
It's just
pretty
gonna
good
be you
zones,
guys.
they're just able
Start the Kylie guy, just run ahead.
get a good amount of damage. Ju, Kylie, and Robin are
Nothing.
pretty set up
Yeah,
here.
don't worry
You can
about
see
Nothing,
the
bro.
pads
Don't
Nothing.
worry
He said
rotate
nothing, bro.
He didn't say
if
anything,
they
bro.
want to use that. You do have to be careful in these sections of the matches, though.
French
When
Fear
so many
bot.
trios are kind of in
Yeah, bro, French Fear
clusters,
bot,
you
come
don't really want to take those launch pads or use those types
Okay, I
of
don't
mobilities
think you
that
can say
kind of
that
open
on
yourself
stream.
up to take a significant amount of damage.
That's right.
It's also about just
Diddy,
trying to
diddy, diddy,
monitor
diddy,
some of the other
diddy,
teams that's
diddy,
right
diddy,
up
diddy.
in the horizon. Clement
Yeah.
Oh, Tayson! Tayson's alive!
You're just about.
Down the bush.
Just about. It's
That's
not
Star.
looking
If that's not true, Star's the one thing in the bush.
Star's one thing in the bush. Star's always the one thing in the bush.
I'm surprised Tayson's alive IRL, bro. I've not seen him, bro.
Tayson, Atreus
Mate, I haven't
they're
seen
also
Tayson either,
looking to
mate.
just get a late game run.
Star looks no.
After-
Tayson
a
ain't
little
looking
bit of
that
early
good. I
checkout
can't lie.
from the first game.
Yeah, I think this is a trio that can have a big match.
He's
though.
fapping,
Like,
bro.
they had
Like, he was
a
beating
low
it.
point game.
Oh.
They all got eliminated right before placement points started. But when they get that big match, it's gonna be massive.
Oh, and he's 300 below. I think they might be dead.
As
They
we
might
look
need some
back into the
surge.
Storm once again.
Might need a little bit of surge there.
Might need some bit of surge.
302 below.
Oh, who joined?
Hero. Not
What is
looking
that?
too hot.
Daddy's home. They say Daddy's home.
For you. Damage.
Wait,
Man,
guys,
working
guys.
out.
Wait, don't tell Zach to get on, we can do 3v3 off spawn.
Additional material refresh, but
I'm not playing with Zach, bro.
Free, bro. No, Zach is the GOAT, bro.
No, no,
Zach
I'll
is not
give
the
you
goat.
He carried me, bro.
Yeah, he
It's true, bro.
the surge take damage, but when you
Carry
are
me,
456 below, you can't spend.
He
Why-
carried me
guys,
at that
why-
2v2.
It's a goat of being bad.
500
plays
below.
the
It's not looking good. 500 below.
Eventually, you're just going
I'm
to
with
lose that
the
battle of
image.
attrition.
I've lost still alive,
Case
bro.
here. Hero.
Hey, what are you guys watching? Oh, is it group stages? Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
yeah.
what?
Group two, two.
Wait, who's in this group? Who's in this group?
Watch your stream, I'll show you.
Malibuca.
Malibuca? Wait, I mean, who's won a game? Who's won a game?
Bridage one.
Random app team.
Bro, country. Oh, no, he's alright. Kind of.
Yeah, bro.
It might be.
Alright then,
Shut the
mate.
flip
Shut
back.
up, bro.
Oh.
It wasn't.
Oh, hell no. They're thinking
Oh,
like
that's so
that,
dead, bro.
That's
Yeah,
so
that's
good.
bro.
Used all their
It's not
heals,
looking
used
good.
all their materials.
Try and
and
get killed at
now
this point, man.
being
It's-
below
yeah, he's dead.
is not what
Let's
you
watch
want
out,
to do in
yeah,
this
go.
situation.
Oh,
You
piss
can
on.
see the amount of teams that are already holding this congested side as well. If you're late to rotate.
Oh wait, I should probably watch Aussie Antics, shouldn't I?
Watch me, mate.
No, look, I'm subbed, I can type in the chat, I'm just that guy.
Oh, you're subbed?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God, you have no ads.
What should I say? What should I say?
Bro, make it full screen.
Set.
Yeah, Loki is kind of pissing me off.
Blocks and ping.
Who?
A little bit more central.
No,
but
Henry had it on the little stick,
to
bro.
start
Like,
their next
Oh, hell
rotation.
no.
You can do like the theater thing where it's like half.
And
I ain't doing all of that,
there's,
bro.
there's
No,
going to
bro.
be a good amount of teams
They're fucking out.
Seconds that are just going to be surging overhead of them.
Oh.
Snazy, Clement, and ISO.
French Pete, bro.
Is the last thing on their mind right now.
Snazy says, bro.
Survival.
And now he's getting keyed by Tayson.
Just
He's gonna piss on Tayson.
teams. And Chicho, Tayson, Atris. They're doing what they can
French
to
Pete,
continue to apply pressure, clear out
Shut up,
pathways for where they want to move
Oh,
next.
free
They
cake.
have the loot.
Where they wanted to lose.
Take these risks,
wanted
to
to
take
lose.
these fights.
Right,
but
he's-
that's what led to their demise in the last
so
match.
good.
So will they think twice about
Just
it?
watch me, bro. I don't know how.
Cryptic Press go live.
A lot of teams already
Huh?
going to be holding them if they can
Press the
reuse
live
mats
button, bro. You're
from
so
previous
far
trios that
behind.
rotated.
I am.
It might be a good way
I'm
to
literally-
conserve a bit of the mobility, but
I'm refreshing again, bro. I'm literally live.
Answer SETI, consistency
Oh,
is
no,
what we
man,
want to
that's
see from this
kinda
trio. They looked like they were potentially
Like
elevating
it.
themselves for a height take, but
Should I go cinema
what
mode
we
now? I'll just go full
assumed to see is just, you know, consistent end games, consistent points, and so far it looks like they're going to be maintaining that.
They fanned out a good amount of space there too, and directly next to them, great minds
End star
always
is
gonna think
still
alike.
on.
Malibuca walks in ping, based
Yeah.
and potentially kick off, but
Bro,
Tripper, Hellfire, Scrap,
that's crazy.
that plentiful amount
Alright, who
of
do
surge
guys
damage that they
from
once
who
held on
from
to.
who's alive at the moment?
Just
Who do
kind
you
of
think's winning
jumping
the
back
game?
and forth, but they're still maintaining
Pigs,
above
Dharma
the
Demons.
damage threshold, and
They might
that's
win,
the
but
real
it's
French Pete, bro.
priority here.
French
to
Pete,
Takada,
but
but they're
Apple
going
might
to
like that
really
goal.
refresh those loadouts. Not
Yeah, maybe
looking
Apple,
the
maybe a
healthiest.
little Tayson.
If they can
Malibuca
find a
can't
big
win.
way to get a refresh
Wait, who's winning? Who's winning? Who's
that could
winning?
be their
Who's
Fridage got is cold.
As in, who looks the best? Who is going to win?
Waiting for the prime
Alright,
opportunity to strike.
He has the
They're
most
not
loot and he has all their
necessarily
shit from.
pressed,
He's
but
uncon demons.
depending on their white.
Oh,
shadow, that'll
uncon
determine how
demon,
much
yeah.
If he doesn't win a
Oh,
game, like,
Yeah, he's chilling. Even if he doesn't win, he's chilling because he's
He got second with 13 kills.
he's gonna wait till
got
last
second.
game, isn't he?
Especially without using a lot of shields and mats on the rotate.
But you
Trap
mean he got
fire.
chopped out, mate?
Trip, you can only get
He's
so
actually
much
really good,
damage
just to be honest.
from trading back and forth. Sometimes you will have
Shut
to
up,
play a bit
Star,
more
bro.
aggressive, and it's looking like it might potentially come to that.
Get it right, he
Trying to
lost.
figure out a way to
Struggle.
conserve mats
If no one's
that
alive,
need
how do you
60
move? You
builds
fucking idiot.
is all that Trip has.
Yo, calm down, lads. Calm down. Calm down.
Calm it down.
Shut up, bro.
Is now
Calm down,
the
lads. Calm down.
of how they're gonna
My
do
daddy
it.
Let's
knows
hug it
my
out.
dad.
Let's hug it out.
I
Let's hug it
am
out.
not my dad.
Let's hug it out, bro.
Trap shooting at the tree.
No, bro, no one's hugging out with you.
Oh my days.
Does
Hell
find
no.
return fire, though, on
Yeah, well,
Patapim, il mio cappello è pieno di slim. Nel vostro misterioso.
line that's now been extended towards
Tung 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 sahur.
But it's something
Anomali
where
mengerikan.
they are practically
And you get muted, mate.
I think Malibuca just
on this front side low.
You're just done, mate.
Kylie,
Brr brr patapim, il mio cappello è pieno di slim. Nel bosco fitto e misterioso.
Malibuca
I'm sorry, I'll stop.
I muted your soundboard, mate. It's too late.
They might just be taking shots onto team.
I need to restart, I think.
Me too. No one can hear it anymore, buddy.
This is just so awkward right now in some of these low ground layers, Takada, because
Trust.
so many of these
Sassy
teams
wins
kind
this.
of box and set up in
Ah,
positions
bro, look
that
at Pigs
like
Dominique
they're
myself. No ground. Oh, it was Thompson.
perfect opening
So
goal,
close.
and that's going to be it for
Trip on,
Tripper.
bro.
Demas, Darman, Pigs.
Hellfire's down as well, which is
Can't say I'm
trapped.
surprised to see
Oh,
that team
oh.
controlling the low ground.
Play the chug, bro, please.
Strap
No
with
build,
only two
bro, no
forced
build.
to play
Please
as a
play the
solo.
chug.
He's cooked. He's so good.
He's got 1k. He's got 1k. You can go low ground and kill for us.
Surge.
14,
Change
bro.
up a strap
Surge
to
up
the
as well,
side.
bro.
Okay, I got my chug jug. I got one more use.
Surely they win
of my
this, no?
missed
Unless they
form.
get
How can
chopped
I
by
clutch up as many points as
Malibuca.
possible as a solo?
Yeah, Malibuca
It's
might do a little
actually
high
going
kick
to
like last game, bro.
SETI, Panzer, Yapko, up in the clouds looking to close this one out.
Malibuca, Ping, walks, those misforms are going to carry them past where Yapko's holding on height currently, but Kylie under so much duress here. Clepsy from the backside of zone. Just trying
Hey
to
guys,
see
apparently if you get
through
500 damage,
this pressure
you can get
from
slow mode.
Pigs
Wait,
with
I'm gonna pause it
Ripless,
for a sec.
Seti and Yapko
You know, apparently if you get 500 damage, like while being in slow mo with the pistols, you get like loads of hero rank up. That's
Really?
what Ozzy said. Yeah, that's what Ozzy just said.
But it's only a matter of seconds before he goes down, and sure enough, claimed by the lobby at
They're
last.
still, bro,
Now
Malibuca's still
Ping,
so sacked.
Malibuca walks.
Surely he takes it late, no?
They opened it up with an elimination.
Mali's gonna have to try and go for height, bro. I reckon.
Inside low that they're after.
I reckon Mali's gonna go
perfect zone.
Gonna go for like a last
But they have to be careful because it keeps pulling far. Hopefully they have enough materials or able to get enough refreshes. It's Tayson down below in the dirt though.
Oh, I love that.
Demas darn picks as well, looking to get ahead. Might have to battle for low ground here, but an amazing rotate through as shots are trying to get.
Oh, going high.
Oh, King's down
there.
there.
Looking healthy. Can we go
No, my king.
And it doesn't look like it. Seti, Epco, and Panzer continue to rain down from above.
No, they probably won't go for height this game. They might just play low ground and just be like, be irrelevant.
Like 13 builds.
No, I think they're trying to play out for the practice like Polo did.
Yeah,
that's why I said.
Did you just say
guys
Polo?
disagree with me.
Did you just say Polo?
No, I didn't actually. I asked what it was actually.
Oh,
wait, hold on. Who's this?
Bevies.
bro.
Let's take
Bevies, bro.
going for height, bro.
Come on, Bevies.
Oh, nah.
Bevies winning.
Bevies,
Bevies
well,
winning.
wait.
Bevies winning.
Oh, he does win it.
Or everyone's just scrambling.
Oh, that mountain. It's not even that big of a mountain, but it's just like, it's just awkward.
Take the fucking go, bro.
Shut up.
So he can actually win this, bro.
They win this, bro.
One build, he just needs to get he needs to get the build as well.
Just get the placement. Get them out.
Wait. They might go back onto that loop. That guy who died to Stormside ages ago.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Might.
Yeah.
They probably have, bro. Wait, whoever got that loop is probably like the most died from the game, no?
Is it worth them playing the 50 chug?
They died.
Calm Demas.
Wait,
Oh my.
Bro, Seti's still playing in deep.
Oh, go on.
Seti's still playing in deep.
Oh, I want the team to win, bro. I love the team.
An incredible amount of materials. All they need to
Yeah, they're full low and height
that's
is
so good.
Height
That's so
is
good, bro.
they might be able to.
But Demas, he just took
Malibuca still up.
Picks wins,
Yeah,
bro. Picks
yeah,
100%
Malibuca.
wins.
They're
Picks 100% wins.
They were a duo first game.
The head of lens, bro.
Picks wins, bro.
okay.
Picks 100% wins.
Yeah, I think Pigs wins, but but he has 3 make it. Malibuca has 3 make
I
it.
think Malibuca wins.
3 make it.
Bro, Picks is 100% winning.
3 make it.
Malibuca has 3 makers too. Malibuca has 3 makers too.
Malibuca's got 3 make it, so won't win it.
Yeah.
No way they've got for height, bro, as a duo. Come on, guys, you can't beat it. As a duo.
You have 1 build though, 1 build. Yeah.
Bevy's on second height. Is
I missed.
Oh!
He goes back early, he's 2 left. Yeah, I think Pigs, yeah. Surely.
Dom wins, yeah, Picks are
Sorry,
winning.
he's got 2 make it.
He's gonna
He might not win it, but he'll get
Oh!
Come on.
Cold.
And wait and see whether or not Pigstorm and Demas can outlast
Demas is dead. Wait. Or David.
Dom's
Wait.
Dom
Get
wins
him
it.
for it. Get him for it.
Wait, Chishu can win this.
Nah, Dom
Oh
wins,
no,
bro.
Dom doesn't win. Dom doesn't win.
Wait,
Hey, no, he does.
Oh, shows Malibuca.
He does, he wins.
bro, why the hell did... Wait,
Shows Malibuca.
He wins, bro. Malibuca's
wait.
dead, mate.
Oh, it's 1v1.
No.
Nice.
Oh my god, Dom wins, Dom wins.
That is actually so good. They took frontside so well there.
W, Dom, bro. Dom with the game
had the
2.
exact same idea to play the misform to avoid as much storm tick damage as possible, but you're just looking at an HP differential. That's really all it boiled down to there. And for Pigstorm and Demas Takada, they made so many well-executed decisions throughout that end game.
They charge keep open.
I don't know if it was 8th or 9th zone, but we saw them actually tanking frontside low ground with a Magnus grenade, and that shift in their positioning.
They
where
pissed?
They were able to get
Wait, who
away
they
from
pissed
all
on?
of the clutter building inside of those mid-ground layers because of those chaotic
Because they're the goats,
overtake and jump-ins for
They're
height.
hacking, bro.
And Pigstorm Demas,
Let's just be
they knew,
honest.
No, they're Polish, bro. They have the
whoever's
Fortnite
unsuccessful
genetics.
with going for height is going to be dropping to low, and that's where they operate best.
That's so good, bro.
Exactly. Their eyes were set on low ground. That had to have been some of the most high ground retake back and forths we've seen in a minute. But in the end, Pigstorm Demas took it home, and we're going to take you right back to the desk with Frankie.
Alright, he wants to play while they fucking yap.
I'm just gonna look at the
They
league
don't
board.
need low ground. They're going all the way to the major 3 finals. Demas, Dom, and Pigs doing what we knew they would. The inevitable victory royale coming.
Monday wasn't even watching, bro.
What a game! What a game!
I was,
What a
mate.
performance! These guys.
The pro zone was, yeah, nice.
I was, mate.
Looking for the advantages constantly, and just walking.
Wait, let's do 2v2, yeah, guys.
2v2, yeah.
I think it was
2v2, yeah.
first movement where you saw them just go.
2v2.
What do you mean, yeah?
What do you mean, bro? It only gets interesting in endgame. And off-spawn.
Real.
No, off-spawn as well.
I'm so sorry.
Off-spawn, no, there's like no big team con, so.
Aim along the way.
Oh,
The only decent one is Flood.
Yeah,
Flood is
it's
the only-
really
And they drag it out, so
Pigs,
Bebby's just like
Pigs,
kills them.
exactly how we
Seki,
expect this team to
Stroky,
play right
Touchy
now.
man,
And
touchy
Dom
man.
did a great job
X-ray
to stay alive
and
for as long as he
Slotsy.
did as well, but
In
Dom
top
just
10.
having that ability to understand that the heal-off's going to happen.
He looks like body blue, bro.
Bro, shut up.
It works so well, and it's a bit
He
of deja
does.
vu actually, because last major
He looks like-
through game 2 in the group
Yeah,
stage
yeah.
as well, so they seem to like game number 2 apparently. Don't know what it is.
This guy looks like freaking. Wait, who's he look
I'm
like?
loving seeing these guys.
Reminds me of
back on top
someone.
Again, I
like
have
Jonesy,
a
bro.
feeling that they're going to be
Oh, yeah,
getting
kinda.
one victory.
And then this
royale
guy
in
has
the major
passive
3
rock
finals,
eyebrows,
although
bro.
that obviously
Yeah.
is next weekend.
That-
We still
that guy
have
looks like you,
4
bro.
more games to play out in group number 2. But the keys to Utopia City are now free. Who is going to be claiming them after this break?
I didn't kick him, bro.
I'm watching your stream, bro. Like, I know you did it.
Shut up.
No. Ooh, the run roller. Might want to buy that skin.
Alright, chat, 2 minutes till next game.
Right, Monday can join, please.
What's up, mate?
Yo, wait, that's kind of clean. If I had 500 viewers, I would get that.
What is it?
Wait, no, it's not. That's like a That's like a chapter 2 clean pickaxe, bro.
Oh, mate.
Oh no. That shit has AIDS. Bro, every skin is so skinny, bro.
Not really.
Ever since this guy changed over to the full screen side.
Ever since, oh no, I'm a window full screen, mate.
Ever
Fuck
since
that
I was a
shit.
kid,
Oh, okay.
I was gonna sing that, bro, and then this guy
Yeah,
started talking to me.
I was gonna sing it.
Ever since I was a kid, I've been legit.
The German one's kind of clean.
No, don't sing that. You can get copyrighted, bro.
What?
Oh, shut up, bro.
This is the biscuit combo, bro.
The biscuit combo.
Fucking die.
I'm joining!
Stowy combo.
Yeah, real. That's actually the only combo, mate. Alright. Oh, it was in his locker bundle, mate. So I'd hope it was his combo, mate. And who doesn't watch Only?
No, I watched Oatly. I watched Oatly this
Pissing me
morning, bro. Oatly this morning was
I
so
thought-
good.
Before him like
That's a good fun.
Tag time. Tag time.
Shut up. Shut up.
Bro, do you guys want to get cooked again in box fights?
No, man.
What was that, like 10-3 or something?
Mate, I gave that.
10-3, shush!
Mate,
Sit down.
we can talk about the 60, no, mate. I don't think you want it, mate.
That was like a year ago, bro.
It was 2 months ago, alright?
no.
60, no, mate. I don't want to hear.
That was
10-3.
literally, I think,
60,
that was in
no,
chapter
mate.
5.
Monday, bro.
60,
You might need to quit the game
60,
after that.
no.
Alright, come, let's one
10-0. Okay, sure.
You won me one like literally like not that long ago, bro.
Yeah, and I beat him 10-1.
And I beat him 2-1.
2-1.
2-1.
And then I
After
left.
you
2-1,
reset
yeah.
the score, mate. After you reset the score.
No.
Yeah, because you reset the score as well. Oh wait, you can just watch it on their YouTube to get no ads. I'm so stupid.
Really, mate?
Yeah.
Why do you think I'm doing that?
Fucking idiot. This guy's fucking stupid, bro.
You can watch all the antics on YouTube, I swear.
YouTube, bro.
Yeah, he's like, bro.
I might wait, is it actually?
What?
Yo, I'm so stupid.
We know, mate.
Bro's discovering YouTube live streams for the first time ever.
real. Wait, no way.
This is so good, Henry, I'm gonna cry.
Pay tribute to
Yeah, I
the
told you, mate.
iconic
180 feels so nice.
Seti and
Bro,
Cammy, but Seti
that's why he's
is
their
alive
goat.
and well, and
Wait,
on
I gotta
fire
get a crack
in
and say that on the back.
tonight. He's just had to clutch his second top.
Bro, what is this goofy skin, man?
Everyone
skip.
Haven't quite managed to make it to the
That skin's
end game,
kinda
but
clean.
no matter because they're winning some
I've got
serious
different counters, pretty
consistency
clean.
points here, Mini Minor.
Yeah, they went.
Someone
Yeah, they made it there.
No, I fucking bought it myself.
Yeah, I mean, consistency points is, yeah, these guys-
Bro, Biscuit, what are you doing today?
I'm riding you, bro.
Taking a high, trying to play it as much as they could. They played it
Oh
really
shit, my
well,
bad.
and actually, it was
Nothing's
just
happening.
another matter of materials. There was another team that decided.
Get off my team, bro. Get off
Keep
my
making
team.
these end games, they'll be just fine at the end.
Does it make sense?
LTM, brother.
Hey, wait, Cryptic, shall I share my screen?
No, I don't really care.
For the first time. No, you should
I'll share
let
it.
your viewers
anyway.
watch, bro.
I'll share it anyway. Yeah, let your viewers watch.
Let your viewers realize how good.
Watch my stream, it's gonna be
me and
so
Henry
good.
are.
Position. They've been the second most
But we're not the same fucking team, mate.
Yeah, but like,
to see some top level
these guys are
players
I'm
from them.
joking.
And thank you,
Joking, I love Star.
I beat Henry and Star in box fights, bro.
Bro,
Yeah,
box
you
fight
get
is-
zero.
No, a box fight
Dead zero. I'm not gonna have it. I'm not gonna have it. I beat your back.
is the worst mode. Like,
I'm 15 ping right now, bro. I can't. Oh no, I'm 15. I was winning.
Ah, Star, we meet again. Star, we meet again. Yo! Star!
with you, Star, with you, Star. Stop screaming. Breathe.
Bro.
What's in?
Above them, top for consistency.
I'm gonna take one next time.
you're looking.
69 white.
Hit him.
Yo!
You're looking.
Nice size meeting. Everyone breathe.
No, you're looking.
that out, bro.
Playing out of their
I didn't want to run the round because Henry's enemy.
Yeah, well.
Oh, well, yeah,
That's what
buddy.
you get, Henry. That's what you get, Henry.
Yeah.
That's what you get, Henry.
Like ever. Like this is.
I hope you die in a fire.
Like very
Oh.
textbook games.
Right,
Oh,
I
alright,
don't think that on stream.
Aggressive down the top. You see them.
Meant to say in-game after.
Yeah, kill him, Biscuit. Kill him.
Yeah, in game, he's gonna kill me.
Yeah.
He's gonna kill me.
You're meant to say in-game after you say things like
In
that.
game, bro. In game. In game.
16 damage. Well,
You
well.
want him to die in a fire in-game, okay?
Yes, bro. I swear, if you edit me down.
Bro, why they just bum each other that side? Someone
Stop!
fight me.
Down. In those moving zones, so hopefully, you know what it'll be. It'll be the
16
one
damage.
game where all three of them are up. And
Can you hold? Can
Oh,
you
they're
use
holding
something,
it.
please?
I'm box, edit me out.
Oh my god, Henry.
Yeah, that's what we
Thank you,
need, right?
thank
It
you,
seems to
thank
be a
you.
problem that they're having at the moment.
Yeah,
And it's
good,
not
good,
necessarily
good,
probably
Star.
have all those fraggers in there. I think it is the sort of result
Oh,
of their,
correct.
their play style. They're very
Race.
aggressive, they're trying to go for those pre-hits. You're always going
Let me
to
get the finish, bro.
receiving damage at that point.
Oh my
It's
god.
just unlucky that it's
I'm in one
pinged
pump.
every
Wait,
single
I'm
time
crazy
for
on
them so
1920.
far, so if they keep playing like that, it's fine. That's the third
Vermi,
one
Vermi!
for them so far. So
Nice, mate.
Shut up! What is my teammate doing?
I'm sorry. I saw it could run
They
the
go.
reset the rule, mate. Sorry, mate.
What's up with the goat, bro? Like, come on.
Stop, bro.
The star though in that
Guy.
in-game situation for these guys, Midi.
Yeah, and we couldn't talk about
100 on Biscuit.
really early on. 22nd in that game. Chicho stayed alive for a very long time here as well.
Who
And
boxed?
it's a showcase
I'm
of a
boxed.
great team
I'm
that
boxed.
can come back from a really bad game.
Guys,
Lucky star, you're the
Steady white, steady white.
Unlucky, yeah. NT, bro. Nice try, bro. Nice try.
62 damage!
Such a great job at the end.
Star, we got this.
I don't hear it.
We gotta take a breather, okay?
I'm a tank every round.
Yeah. It's a party in the USA. One's lurking on me.
This is a team we're gonna see at the global championship, right? Like, so we will be seeing them there. I think just getting to watch them.
Nice, come out. I'm holding your shit. Come back. Take my fish. Yeah, take fish. Oh, yeah, good boy.
One last look at the top 10 before we head into games
Got the wall.
number 3. Interesting to
Got the
see
back.
some names I'm less familiar with.
Yeah, he's coming on the back.
Lens, we saw them making.
Whoa, wait.
for the
If you
high
just
ground,
analyze his
quickly
words.
put in their
Shut
place.
up.
Okay, I was just behind it.
If you didn't ask to analyse it, it wouldn't have been weird.
But then Andy, who is a name that
I did, though.
love Lemon.
Yeah, shut up.
Because you're a freak.
You might be
Yeah.
No.
I don't-
What the why is
The Andy. No, there's 2 Andys.
Elner and
he start?
Right
He
now?
start. He start.
Oh, shit, I'm dead.
I'm 40 on them.
because I'm
Ah!
Nice, good check.
Okay, well, let's
again.
head
Boy.
to Okata and Akko to get game number 3 underway.
Good ball is just too far.
Let me move
I think you need to watch my stream. You need to watch the game, okay?
Three
No,
to
watch my stream.
go.
Watch my
Look,
stream.
I'm just
Alright.
waiting for
We go then.
malibuca or Tayson to get one of these
No,
wins. I mean, the
no, no,
second
no,
part
no.
of the
Against
Zealand,
Just don't watch
Malibuca,
soft
like
ones, bro.
Lemon
Just
was
watch. Just
mentioning,
let your
they're always up
stream
to
know who the
duo.
go is, bro.
The moment we see 3 of them up,
Henry, I think you might be
dead.
dead.
Well, if they
Maybe.
are, for a couple of teams that managed to find victory
Why can't I see the score?
That could be a huge benefit for some.
It feels so smooth, bro. I actually love you, Henry.
Right now on the leaderboard, you'd want
You actually put me on, bro.
Alright, chat, we're going into already, but we'll get to see what happens actually in game 3.
I'm screen sharing and my game is fine. Holy shit, I'm gonna get it.
Stay in there,
Storm picks took home that victory royale. Utopia City is gonna be open as well. They were uncontested, so
Andy, bro.
only time will tell. It is gonna be a west to east bus, so
but we won, bro.
Can you just stop? Just stop editing all my walls. Bro! You know how annoying you are, Henry. You know how annoying you are.
I'm bored. That's why I never got on a team.
For some of these teams, the Takata.
Bro, stop editing me down.
People down like that.
Landing at a drop
Stop, bro.
Even if you find success from that drop spot and you get your victory royale, do you necessarily want to commit to that drop for the grand finals if you know that another team is also going to want to take priority there?
Coming.
Right now, Supernova Academy definitely gonna start getting pretty rowdy here for Strokey, trying to see if he can get some opening shots, and the first knock is going to be in effect here. Kiva not be able to escape Doom following after the fact, and now
one
alone
left.
Gobao
One guy
lurking
left
at Supernova, just trying to see if he can crouch his way to freedom. He might actually escape here.
He's gonna get found.
Yeah, the fight didn't last long in the previous match, and once again, not lasting very long. Bevies and his trio, on the other hand, have had really good games.
Oh, they're gonna find him.
Enough to put them in that qualifying range through consistency. Currently top 3, not including the 2 trios that have already qualified from the win.
Wait, he's got a shotgun now. It's still over for him. I'm gonna be honest, it's still over for him. He's got nothing.
I'm trying to think, like, what would there's really not much you can do. You just got to stay alive and try and see if you can bring your teammates back in the game, but not going to rush anything for sure.
But Enkido and for Strokey, and then they know there's still 1 member left over. So they're not going to necessarily be looting super recklessly. They're probably still trying to see if they can pinpoint exactly where that solo is at, but Flooded Frogs has been a pretty popular drop, given the amount of success that we've seen from some really established teams out of this POI. But for Repairs and Aitsu, they've had a lot of commotion just trying to start things off. Just so many other teams looking to challenge them. That's really what I'm getting at.
That can be the case, too, in a lot of these group stages, especially if you haven't, like, fully made a name for yourself as a trio enough to get a uncontested drop like Demastar and Pix have. But you know, it's how you kind of start getting the ball rolling. If you're able to consistently win off spawn, if you're able to qualify. Jake Buka, Kappa Factory. This fight seems to have been taking a while.
This fight took way too long. It's now Rash, Jake Buka, Lunex kind of scrambling here. Third-party visitation, and Miru's just trying to see whether or not he can forcibly overtake the Kappa Factory, but Lunex, Rash, Jake Buka, they've had opportunity to heal. Ace, this is an exchange that you do not have the HP advantage for. Lunex won't be able to connect with that shot, but now Jake Buka still looting out Kappa Factory, by the way. Seemingly having gotten the advantageous positioning, they pushed Miruz and Nex, just stuck them inside of one building, essentially. But now Valerie, Leches, Asul, they want to start intervening here. And that's going to leave Jake Buka to not go on the defensive. Valerie still has overhead control. The building's there, but Lunex, Rash, Jake Buka, they've decided we're going to commit with the team that we started this off with. And they're chasing down the Muse now. But Acefrag, Nex, they're all just full-on bailing. Acefrag going to turn around for a second here. those tags for white HP. Muru's not going to be able to get that shot that he needed. Instead, finds himself in the 1 versus 2, but Lunex, the suppressive backup fire here. Jake Buka not healthy enough, and Lunex, a clean trio wipe. And the assist indirectly from Lechis in the background. Valerie and Assel just kind of watching now as Muru's team, they will escape, but they still found 3 elims, Takata. That's a perfect opener.
Yeah, I would not complain about that third party one bit. It's kind of the trend time and time again what we see when these fights take too long in the early game. It's just a matter of time until another trio joins the party uninvited and ends up crashing it. As walks Malibuca and Ping, not much worries at all, leading the pack by more than 50 points in terms of consistency, so they know it's only a matter of time. They're able to close one of these out.
Looks like they're setting up for a Rift Island play too, and they're not the only team that might have that in the back of their minds. Sloxay.
Oh.
His trios coming under a little bit of heavy fire there, but yeah, I don't think Ping was anticipating to get chopped out so quickly. Twy, Eclipse, and Dexy might actually beat Malibuca, Walks, and Ping to the punch now because they had to wait a moment for Ping to heal. Sobi gonna be the one responsible for taking care of Ping's shields. But Walks now touching down onto Rift Island. Twy, Dexy, Eclipse. How well were they able to conceal their position?
Oh, they don't know. They don't know, Taco. This could be huge. As even another trio hit a Rift. All it takes is one good 3-2-1 to take out the current titans of this group.
Eclipse and Dexy stacked on the same tree. This is... Oh, it's always menacing. Whenever you see a team that's kind of just crouch walking around the island, more impressed by the fact that Malibuca, Walks, and Ping didn't actually spot Dexy's team on the rotate in, and Walks paying the ultimate price, still barely clinging on for dear life, but he is so incredibly low on HP. He's gonna have to depend exclusively on Malibuca to create a little bit of a gap here, create a little bit of space. He will manage to replenish his shields, but they know that the battle is on now. Here at Rift Island, Dexy, Twy, and Eclipse. You started, you poked the bear, and so they're gonna need to find another big opener, or they're just gonna be drawn out to a standstill, and that seems to be the intention here from Ping, Walks, and Malibuca.
Yeah, the pressure is on now. Not really the bear I want to be poking personally, as now they have to decide, you know, okay, well, we got a bit of damage, but are we really going to continue with this engagement? Like you said, most likely not. As we can see what's been happening with Robin, Kylie, and Ju. Looks like Panzer was actually taken down. Not sure if it was a full trio wipe, though. Doesn't look like it.
No, Seti looked like he was really hurt, but able to break away. So Seti and Yapko gonna be left to try and play for the reboot there, but that's only if they don't get chased out. After what we've witnessed so far from Ju's trio, can definitely say that they're a team that is more than willing to commit to holding a team at bay. Seems other issues picked up here instead, though, for Seti and Yapko. It's not Ju's team. Instead, it's going to be Plazzy, Lixium, and Izzy. That's going to cut them short of their attempt to try and dip back into the storm. They're going to fight this one out, but Plazzy, not the opening shots that Seti needed. An early departure from Lobby 3 here. Fortunately for this team, though, they've built up a good amount of consistency points to start things off on the day, Takata. But you know that a team like Seti, Yapko, and Panzer, especially for Seti, he wants to prove himself, having split from Cammy, that was the right choice after all, and
yeah,
just has to wait it out.
I mean, they've got that cushion to fall on with the amount of points they got, but if you keep falling on that pillow, eventually you're gonna fall asleep and lose that spot to qualify. But I mean, they had 104 points going into this match. Cutoff was at 60, so they should be good for the next match. However, if that happens again, could be detrimental. Bevy's, on the other hand, good reaction time to keep himself up, but still a little scary. You don't want to get knocked down in the storm here.
It's so common for teams to expend a lot of time tanking up the early storm ticks and just to apply pressure to the flow. Any teams that they see kind of rotating through the paths that they want to take. Makes sense. And it's also just experienced teams like Tayson, Atris, and Chicho. They know what kind of time commitment they need to make to still maintain a good pace in a lobby. And when you have a couple of Memphis grenades, you can play for Deadside for a while, as long as they've been maintaining their surge, which I'm sure that they've been on top of.
100%. They haven't had issues making it to the late game. It's been more getting those big impact matches in the late game. But I said issues, all it really was the first match, and maybe a bit unlucky because they did get second with 10 elims in the previous one. So a repeat of that is all it takes. Clement, Snazy and Ice now looking incredibly good with 4 eliminations on the board.
Since there was so much action kind of popping off over by the Kappa Kappa factory, to see Snazy's team now surge base south of Rolling Blossoms Farm, that's just like that, you know, that halfway interruption point. Maybe some of that commotion drew their attention, but Izzy, Plazy, they found another team to kind of take over. Izzy's going to be the first one to close in. They know this is a very steep HP advantage. All Izzy needs is one shot, and Leches is just doing whatever they can, but Fede is going to be the first one. And Plaza, while they were knocked, it's not really a serious threat here, Takada. Which direction that fight was going to go, just a numbers game. When you have the 3 versus 1 or 2, the trio should win that every time.
In theory. But not every time. As we're looking at a 2v3, hopefully they can prove our theory wrong. These are the situations where you know zone's far, you know you don't have a big enough HP or shield advantage to take the risk. Even if it's a 2v3 and you do end up eliminating both players, but one of your teammates goes down, you've already kind of set yourself behind significantly. So it's a lot of the time not worth it to take that risk unless you're like Peterbot or something, but for now, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, it's just the fact that Atmo is clearly watching the back tarp, and Andy, Theodore, that's a nice elimination, but it's the fact that these teams, the way that they catch each other, and again, it's that disruption to the natural flow, right? And while I do think that there are some very clear advantages to playing that Deadside at times, if you just spend too much time stuck in one engagement, we've seen it over and over again, Takada, just teams that are already based up inside the edge of zone, they're just going to hold you. It's like you finish one level, and then you have to go into another boss fight.
A harder level. Yeah. It depends what part of the zone you're on, too. If you're rotating from kind of that congested side, the side of the zone that's going to have a majority of the trios rotating in from, it's going to be even more waiting for you, especially if they don't have enough damage. Once you have enough damage, you can kind of play that safer route, but it's a low percentage of the lobby that has that much safety. It's on the feed, Dexy picking up one. There's a trio I want to see take home a VR. So far, they haven't been in the best position to do so, but it looks like the reboot might be stopped here. Will they be able to take the player out of the sky? As they have to be careful. Good job from his teammates here, applying pressure, allowing their teammate to drop back in.
Oh, some much needed damage though. Maestro just gonna see if he can bring down Square, and sure enough, that reboot play might have actually been a huge saving grace for how this trio actually performs throughout the rest of this lobby, Takada. That's a nice couple of refreshes, and it's really the damage off of that reboot. Immediately securing all of that damage it's got to be such a huge relief.
100%. Malibuca's trio up above on the mountain. Kind of making sure he's good. They're aware of Hellfire, Srapt, and Trip. Are going to use a low pad, though. But it's just to rotate. It's not to play aggressive onto Malibuca. Would not be a great idea with this whole trio up above waiting for it. As we look at another Surge base. This one, pretty centered in zone, so not really as much to worry about.
So many of these teams, though, in the Surge bases, whenever you're holding on to these DMRs, comes down a lot of times in those moving zones.
Oh.
And Slaxe kind of being reminded not to hold those peaks for too long. Xerox, though, run it back. He finds that elimination onto Andy. Lenz and Rudolph thought that they had a chance here. Instead, it's going to be the counter collapse. Fede, Xerox, Rudolph, Atmo, just hanging on by a thread.
How many minis? 13, 14 minis? Looking like they got more than enough shield. Most likely to kind of be able to take those back and forth from their Surge base if they need to.
It's got plenty of minis. It's really just about whether or not they can even break into a decent position, because a lot of fights right now, Takada, from teams inside of the Storm. And Gabao had to make that play for the reboot, which is a big part of the reason why we're seeing these teams having these fights so far out from where everybody else is at. But Gabao just trying to run them down. Kylie and Ju forced to retreat to the low ground, but Ju opens up with a massive connection onto Doom. 3 eliminations, and that is perfect since they lost Robin along the way. But still going to be quite the adventure here for them, Takada, even with those refreshes, even with that little bit of, you know, material gain. It's still a long ways to go as a duo.
Yeah, satisfying shots getting connected. Robin, Ju, Kylie, we're having troubles kind of in that later half of the mid game, yet to get a top 10. Hopefully now they've kind of set themselves up to have a decent match, even if they have to play it out as a duo. Malibuca walks ping. Great position in zone, but don't want to force anything too aggressive here. Hellfire actually right behind them. I'm pretty sure they're aware of this, though, as they saw them previously, so hopefully they don't get caught off guard.
Also seeing ping, though, with 1 elimination and Hellfire. Wonder how far back Entrepreneur Srapped might be, or if both of them are still even with him. Looks like Hellfire definitely encountered some trouble along the way. He barely manages to run across into the edge of zone.
Uh-oh.
And yeah, both teammates missing, at least on an isolated part of the zone for right now, Takada, but he's going to immediately be spotted out by Walks, Malibuca, and Ping. Given that he was trailing them in the first place, you called it. They're fully aware of the direction that he'll at least be coming from.
Yeah, sometimes, you know, you want to think to yourself, when you're playing as a solo, you ideally want to conserve as much materials as possible, but you don't want to let your opponents know you're playing as a solo, so kind of overbuilding can work quite well a lot of the time to maybe scare your opponents a little bit. Clement, Snazy, and Ice, we saw their success early on. Looking to close out the gap in that consistency side of the leaderboard. And with the potential for picking up an elimination or two, this could be huge.
Even better still is the fact that they've already got their position inside the zone. They're just holding all of these teams behind them. And Clement also just trying to keep tabs on the fact that they don't want anybody starting to build on the opposite end of them, potentially preventing them from rotating the way that they actually want to. But Snazy, Ice, and Clement, they've managed to at least bring themselves back, because not that things were looking, you know, dire for them, but a little bit of a hiccup clearly in the early game, and now they're looking pretty set to sort of tackle this late.
That they are. You see how these rotates are coming through, but gonna make use of multiple dashes. It's kind of hard to think when you want to conserve these, depending on how much mobility you have. Because when you use that mist form, you can't really shoot when you get right out of it, but with the dashes you can, so... Different situations for each rotate. Tayson, Haris, Chicho. Incredible game 2, but fell off early in game 1. As long as they're able to stay up as a trio, play together, wouldn't be surprised if we see a retake or a repeat. Pardon me.
Look, we already knew that height has been relatively contested over the past couple of lobbies, Takada, but when zones are pooling over such open space, spanning out next to the Rolling Blossoms farm, these teams that are trying to get the mini Surge bases alive, but it's more about Sobi just trying to apply pressure, keep teams away from infringing on their current holding spot. Asa, the bear, just trying to skirt by unnoticed, lost almost all of his shield, and he's just getting trapped. Those teams on the northern side of the zone just so caught inside of the congestion. A lot of foot traffic moving their way. And Robin, Ju, Kylie, they've been duking it out since the start here at Takada, and they're gonna have to keep bringing answers to some of the teams that are just pulling up behind them, teams that are just trying to see if they can take over the layer that they're looking to control.
Trying to think too in terms of, you know, height. We saw that Seti's team took it quite early, but they had so many materials it wouldn't have even, you know, it would have worked out if the zone didn't just keep pulling far every single pull. So if whatever trio, you know, kind of decides, is it worth it to take it this early on, you can get a bit of a couple lucky zones and it could be enough to conserve the mats that you need. But I can see Malibuca Ping Walks kind of hungry, interested in those trios that are up above currently.
What I know for sure is that Robin went from having shield to having nothing at all. And the moment that they apply enough pressure onto Sylvie, Walks, Malibuca Ping, they want this front side lobe, and they're looking to take it by force. The fact of the matter is, you apply that much pressure, teams aren't going, they're gonna have to spend time healing. So they're gonna have to pull back naturally. But Malibuca Ping Walks, there is definitely trouble brewing on the other side. Some of these walls, Snazy, Ice, Clement, inside the mid-ground. Not gonna be able to fully close in just yet onto Eclipse's position, but they've at least pushed other teams out. And Clement still trying to just claim as much space as possible while keeping their back walls closed off.
A lot of strong trios kicking off this end game. Sloxay and his teammates here, just 47 above, but full low is where you want to be if you want to pick up a lot of this damage. Now trying to just get some sprays, any potential opening, as they have to decide, do they want to elevate themselves, do they want to continue fighting for this? But up above, an uncontested high ground.
Shadox and Odilon, all you really want to do from this position is just spray down. Don't allow anybody else to even consider looking up. Even if they were to get chopped out, though, so many teams carrying these dash sprites and the misforms, and they're already navigating towards this next front side. Bit of a far pool here. Malibuca Ping and Walks know they don't want to get caught up with the rest of the pack. They're trying to see if they can get some good pot shots to kind of clear out an opening, and Robin falling, Walks getting credited for that one with Ping. And that's definitely the green light here for Malibuca Ping and Walks. They want to commit to this low ground territory. And Clement left in tatters, just barely holding on for dear life.
Yeah, just 16 builds, but I wouldn't call the commit yet from Malibuca. We've seen them try and retake height in those final moving zones, and if they have enough loot for it, wouldn't be surprised if they do it once again. But Shadox and co are continuing to try and hold on, have not been contested yet, as Clement is going to pop that med miss now, trying to find any refresh possible. Hits the 86 shot, but it's not enough for the elimination. One more needed to connect, but he cannot close it out, as now he's going to misform back into zone and continue forwards. 25 builds, that's what he's got.
All that matters, though, is that Clement found any kind of builds to work with. Still trying to clutch up placement points wherever possible. And will manage to replenish those shields. Ping, chunked, still alive. But it's going to be height that actually gets chomped out. Malibuca seizing the opportunity to bring them down to their level. Malibuca knows They've got to clear out a path before they really get the ball rolling here. And Sobi, Sulaxe, Nosif from the low ground. They've been trying to control it since first moving, but a lot of teams beginning to make their way to ultimate low. But Ping, he wants to actually crank up onto the high dash sprite, not going to take him to where he needed to be. And Odilon still barely clinging to the high ground, forced to drop now to provide some suppressive measures against Malibuca, who nearly took out Isha, but Odilon finding one from the high ground. Ping could be next if they're not careful, but it's Malibuca who gets claimed. Walks. He's got the chug jug, but not enough left in it. Gonna drop into the tree, just try to see if he can find this elimination onto Izzy, but it's turned around. Didn't have a chance to reload.
Izzy closing it out.
Izzy can win this.
Can now hold it above. Clement still
Very doable.
up as a solo. It's Sloxy though.
French Beerball. Oh, French Beerball goes up.
To connect that initial pump though, as Izzy's gonna close it out, as now they get just enough materials to continue tarping on forwards, but the trail that was one height is now below. But Izzy, are you serious? Another one gets picked up, 5 on the board, looking to close this one out.
He's going crazy. He's gonna win it.
4 opponents left, and Clement is somehow still holding on.
French Behemoth's doing it. Trying to clutch the top 2. French Behemoth goes down to zone. It's a 2v1.
Standing for his team. It's gonna now be forced to take this battle up against the team.
Goes down.
Plazy will drop.
Let's hit the 1v1. Izzy wins it.
Sure enough, Izzy
wins the 2v1.
Are victory royale winners here in match 3 Takata.
That is crazy,
and that's
bro.
gotta be a huge feeling of congratulations for this young trio.
It's good start left.
Is it now their
Hello?
first grand finals that they've
Yeah.
qualified?
Did you go back to Star left?
No, I'm didn't realize Star left. I just gotta go back to dinner.
Oh, down.
What the f?
2v2, guys. 2v2, guys. 2v2, guys.
I'm running biscuit one side.
Qualified themselves into their first major finals.
Wait, am I seeing if this works?
Close it out.
Sure.
Bro, you can do some crazy starts in this.
Oh, my Q key doesn't work. Oh.
Guys, Izzy won. Izzy, Lithium, and Plays won. I don't know who that is, but
Who the flip are they?
Probably an under 18, bro. Like the team, who is it, bro? Jewel or whatever they're called.
Oh yeah.
First group team in
You are Charlotte's trio.
Quad is
and
Lithium.
Malibuca wants to take
Watch it, the next underrated team is going to be called
Slazy, French People and 6.
Project Bob, and it's going to be Project Bob, Use Code Cryptic, and what's his name? Project Shabib, whatever.
Hell no.
I don't know. It is very trust.
It's gonna be, what's his name?
Actually.
Oh, you don't know your teammates' names.
As he always does in that trio called
Sorry, I didn't know. Sorry, I didn't know if it was TR Biscuit or 25, mate. Sorry.
Racist Biscuit.
And claim it for
Yeah.
themselves. Duo clutch there
And apparently Zach is daddy. Fact.
No.
Hell no.
Weirdo, mate. Freaking weirdo.
No way. He's changing now for Cole, bro.
Who?
Not being known as the guy who plays with Zach is daddy, bro.
My PC just auto restarted.
That's ages ago, bro. I'm so buns.
Well, that was 2 minutes ago, but
I'm losing 2-0, bro.
Biscuit, if you lose, this is a generational loss.
it's just not, is it?
How?
You generally play on double as FES.
And also,
Yeah,
I started in chapter 4 and I only have like 400 hours on the game. What's your hours in this game, Biscuit?
Go PC, there's 0 ping.
A lot of hours, but how long have you played keyboard and mouse for?
Like 500 hours?
What?
I'm on about since when did you start your
No.
Oh, I started in Fortnite OG.
Okay. And I played keyboard and mouse since
you start playing what do you call it, 6 months before.
Guys, I need to know more after a performance like that. They have booked
You start playing
spots
keyboard 6 months
in
before.
the major 3 finals. So congratulations.
It's kind of not embarrassing, is it?
And Izzy. We will take a
Also,
short
you're a
break
fragger,
to
and
talk
I'm more
about
of an
everything
ITL
else that
sport,
went down
so-
in number 3.
I told
True.
you guys it was test out. It felt like I was separated from 2 chats.
That's one. Really good.
Honestly, I'll give you guys the mother.
Alright, chat.
Oh, we
Next
didn't
game in
expect
2
him to do
minutes.
that. But he won again, Cryptic?
I don't even know their names, bro. Some random people.
Underrated, bro. That's why EU is so much better, bro. We actually have like underrated teams. It's not just like the best.
No, there's just so many more just known teams.
Yeah.
On NA.
No, on EU.
It's not there.
There is.
What happened? Who said what?
EU's
There's so many more teams.
Because people with like lower earnings call grounds. I feel like I know 90% of the NA grounds I'll be. I know someone on each team.
Yeah, basically.
And on EU, some teams I just don't know anyone. Oh, this guy's using it.
Bro, what am I hearing?
Who is watching Selden, bro?
55 pounds of beef per year.
Let me try something real quick. Let's see if this works. I might die to full. I didn't even do it, bro.
Scam, I just went scam. Hey, yeah, I wanna check. That's great, okay.
Oh,
who's meant? Oh, okay,
nice.
wait, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Alright, guys, you wanna do 2v2?
No, bro. Play to 5, bro. What, you need to win
2v2.
I will survive.
Oh, Wave V's online.
Yeah, I know, bro. It's not for ages.
Ultimate Troll PvP.
No.
I will survive.
Oh.
Oh, bro, shut up.
Oh, I will up, mate.
And bro, I need to get
I'm
someone
in so much pain.
Oh, yeah, mate.
Hi, Ping.
No, actually,
Hi, Ping. How are you, mate?
No, to be fair, on that map, I do, like, I'm not hyping, but it feels like very delayed.
Wait, in which one?
There's what? Oh,
I'm always like delayed though.
That's
like,
always
you guys
delayed in Fortnite. You just gotta deal with what you get. Get what you given.
Oh, come on.
It's done.
You get what you give.
No, bro. You spectating the shit? Look.
Yo, how we doing, chat? Who's winning game 4?
I didn't see it, bro.
Bro, I did like 3 edit down. It's
I'll lead the if you want.
Bro, I'm on 145 ping, man.
Nice to see, bro.
Alright, it's down again. Stop
Stop coping.
Did you say stop coping or start
I said stop coping, bro.
No, start coping.
I will survive.
I think I want you to start coping. You already are.
Welcome back
I will survive.
Yes, we're halfway through the group 2 action.
Henry, shut your...
And unfortunately for
Sabai. Actually, Sabai. Like, not even...
competitive season in chapter
This
6
was like,
ends with
oh wait, no, Sabayo.
not to panic anyone in the lobby right
Change
now.
Everyone says Sabai,
You've
bro.
gotta
Just say
up your
Saibao.
game, and that was a really
Yeah, what Saibao?
Yeah,
No,
everyone says Saibao. What?
Just say
You're actually
Limfao, bro.
weird, you're
Just say
actually just
Limfao. Just say Limfao.
within our
Limfao.
Who
Who is Limfao?
Alright, let's do a 2v2.
Who is Numfao?
2v1, man.
Yeah, I was gonna do 2v2, mate.
I
I will survive.
How you doing?
Let me take a piss, guys, okay?
Guys, I'll give you leaderboard for a sec.
We've seen a
Here we go.
big,
Here's updated leaderboard.
Yeah, what?
Bro, Bob invited them. I'm not. I need to go take a piss.
Lixium, Pix, Country, Ping, Snazy, French, Peter Bot, Ilusha,
Oh, Cryptic's not even online.
Bevy, Seti, and Bert for the top 10. As it's currently called.
Yeah, I mean, looking at
We
this,
did-
this
yeah.
is the sort of point where you get teams like Cameron
Wow.
press on and really sort of cement themselves in the major finals. You look at Ping, Wox, and Malibuca. I mean, look at that, 205 points. They're already booked their spot, I guess,
the
in
fuck
the
up?
major finals. And they're a team that I'm particularly excited to see in the major
Yo, how we
finals
doing,
because
Jet?
they're performing so well today. I mean, the way that they're
Pretty good,
top
mate.
10.
What about you?
through these
It's
mid-ground
top 10.
layers, doing exactly what we expect them to do, and also just doing that consistently as well, finding these end games, despite not all of them being alive. I thought Ping was going to go down again here, Levin. It seems like they just have everything that's going their way, and they're more than happy to be in this position.
Now let me say I'm the
this was the moment where Izzy stole the game
Can't
away,
risk the weight
right?
that you got.
Tough one there. Look, I was wrong because I thought the one game where they would all be alive going into sort of later movers zones,
Yo,
they
good
would just
chat, how we
win. It
doing?
didn't quite happen, but to be fair,
This
like you
is the
said, there
top
was a
10
couple
moment.
moments there where they got beamed quite low and it got a bit difficult. But
No,
yeah,
no,
I'm not doing
fine
that.
now. Just
For the
go
rest
for
of
the
the-
So we're doing
motions at this point.
FTV2.
just a quick question before we move on to our next trio. Looking back at that, do you
Hashtag
think
let's-
actually
on TVT, bro.
Malibuca's trio should have maybe
Hashtag let's
backed
risk
off
it
from
out.
the high ground because they were taking a lot of damage.
You should have gapped and ranked tier
to
list.
try and claim it in the first place. This is a team that can play from
Yeah, that's a great stream idea.
Yeah, I don't want to be just like a hindsight Harris, like, well, you shouldn't have done that. You went down. It's like, you know, obviously, but you know, but it's like, yes, I would have liked to have seen
Me,
them,
I'll
you
do
know,
it
play
again,
out
bro.
their game a little bit more because, you know, this is a
we
team
got
that we
game
know that can
4
play
sub
so
3
well
minutes.
from that mid ground, but it's just not.
Bro, great. Yo, you're getting banned if you said that one more time. You're getting banned. I don't care. You're getting banned, bro.
See it,
Do
bro.
not send that again.
Yeah.
So
What, he said what?
Don't worry about it.
Henry, look at
More
DMs,
games to go
bro.
as well to make it into Major 3. So let's talk about the fortunes of the French. And one of the reasons not only are this trio inside
Who do you want
the
to-
top
who do-
10 now,
alright,
Clement's
never
trio.
mind.
But obviously they want to get through to the Major 3
He's one
finals,
swing.
possibly more than
Yes,
any trio
good
in this
shit,
lobby.
good
Wibbly
shit.
wobbly,
If they
wibbly
don't get
wobbly,
through to Major
wibbly
3 finals, they don't
wobbly.
stand a
I
chance of
guess we're doing
qualifying
that.
for the
Okay.
in Leon 11 2K.
Yeah,
Come take
I
these
will
on for
survive.
1v2,
I'll
please.
get on if we do live table.
especially for our French
If we do
players,
what?
especially
Live
for
table.
very historic French players.
No,
Oh, that's
you
that
want
is kind of
TVT,
peak.
bro.
That's kind of peak.
Hey, guys, I have some
On
crazy
stage in
gifts.
front of, you know, fans that
I don't
support
care.
you.
It's crazy as this one.
When it's in Lyon, when it's
Yeah, bro, but this is like 10 times more crazy.
you know, fans of you
Alright, go
and
on.
these people who
No, I'll
back
DM you.
countrymen. So
Okay, okay.
hopefully these guys can start to do it. And if Clement can keep clutching like this, he's
Let
going
me
Good
find
shit,
out.
boys. Good fucking shit.
He
Okay, mate.
really put the team on his shoulders in this game.
Clash Royale
Yeah,
team
that's
1,
so
bro.
important when you
Oh,
Good shit.
No!
No!
Clash Royale
Well,
team.
when
Hell
Ping was
no.
going down, some of the best teams just do
Wait,
that. They can
Chris-
do
wait,
one
let's
for a
do
solo
2v2
and then
on spawn.
We saw Chicho doing it earlier on, and they
Full start, come on,
Bro, delete that right now.
So you need to make the most of every
Hell
single
no.
one. And look at them now.
Hey, Joe, do you want to see another one?
No, I'm alright, bro, I'm alright.
Malibuca, but what they can do now.
Mate, I go in the DMs and it's just a guy sucking a cock.
What?
Put it in the chat, bro. Put it in the chat at this point. Just put it in the chat.
Page number 2, because after the second game and a
Bro,
fantastic
what am I
performance from
seeing,
Chicho,
bro?
the superstar, Tayson, Hurricane,
Guys, how many
and
2v2
Chicho
on
found
spawn?
themselves inside the top 10.
Oh.
But unfortunately,
I just
they
fucking. Alright then, mate. You're right.
I want to say disastrous because that's a very strong
What, bro?
word.
It's a
They
complete
made
original
I
idea.
just said that.
great time.
Shut up!
And it's costing them.
Beach
Oh,
send
did
it
I
in the
know?
chat, bro.
Did
Like,
I
hell
know?
no.
We should overreact.
Send you another one.
No, bro. I will actually block you, bro.
You're right in
I will never look at your DMs again, bro.
No, bro.
or to have bad
Wish
games,
your
right?
hatchet
So now
cooked,
we're gonna have to
bro.
see
I'm
them
sorry,
push
I'm
things
sorry,
out
I'm
here.
sorry, I'm
But I
sorry.
think they're a team that definitely can do that.
Oh,
I'm still
hell
not too
no.
worried
Monday,
about
Monday,
it.
just not gonna join the party, I guess,
One
mate.
really good game from them, I
Monday,
think,
Monday,
will
you're
put
gonna
them
join
in
the
a
party?
No one's invited me.
Yeah, we saw a
Actually.
very similar game.
Fuck,
I
oh,
did.
yeah.
26
I just did.
Game, then they bounced back in the very game after.
Oh, and Cryptic's
again,
not
they
even
feel
mine.
they'll try and find some of that.
Yeah,
momentum.
Bro,
he's
Some
streaming, bro, chill.
sort of ability to pick themselves up and do the exact same thing again, because that's exactly what best teams do.
Well, let's see if they are up
And
there
Uncle
with
just
the
placed
best as we
down a
head into
Pekka.
game
I'm so
number
good.
4 with Tackle.
Hackers are so good, bro.
There's no are they,
so
mate. I was
much,
lying their
and yeah,
fucking
game
ass.
4
They're
on
so
the
good.
line here to
There's
Kata,
no are
but
they.
for a
They
team
just
like
are.
Tayson, Atris, and Chicho, even though they're right
Just-
there
just-
on the
just-
cusp of
just-
being outside
just no, mate.
that consistency
Just
threshold
so-
for the
just-
leaderboard,
they're just so
I
insane.
think they're feeling too pressured
give me my
by
money.
a team that's already
Hell no, get out.
called for the global championship. So
Oh, should I,
Major
mate?
3 grand finals,
Yeah, you
surely
should.
they've got it.
Surely, right? Still a little scary though.
I'm alright, guys.
I swear this is not me.
Points inside
It just is, isn't it?
I muted your
I
sound
swear
board.
to God it wasn't me.
I
I
muted your
swear to
sound
God it
board.
wasn't me.
Stars back, we can play 2v2.
Placement points.
It was
I acted like there were 4 of us anyway. We just
Yeah,
hate
but Cryptic isn't gonna get on. No, Cryptic isn't
Oh,
gonna get on.
who's the bad?
People aren't
Oh, you are. Oh,
considering
shit, my bad.
It's fine, I'll load back up.
Luka, Ping, and
No, let's do off spawn, let's do off spawn.
Yeah, yeah. So you 1v1v on off spawn, and this time
Yeah.
just don't be on a different region. Just don't be on a different region this time.
Yeah.
Looking at that consistency portion for the leaderboard, because
even on a
you're just gonna push it one position
Because I
further.
was alright.
Yeah, everyone pies.
Given
No one's on yet, bro.
some of these,
I
No
need
one
a
is
max
on yet.
win. I need a max win. I need a max win.
teams, a lot of the teams that are left over.
Evil wizard.
Yeah,
Ah,
freak
it's a
off.
max. Shut the fuck up.
Everything. We're already past the halfway point. Like you mentioned, the last 2 matches are
No,
to
it's
be played
fine,
out. It's difficult to know kind of what you should do when you're in that mid half of the leaderboard, but if you're at the lower half, we just saw a trio go from having 18 points to qualify.
Nah, Henry, I love 90-20 by 10 bro. This shit's so free.
If you're a trio like Clement, already in qualifying,
My mates are so better on this shit. Oh my days, I'm gonna game.
You want to make it happen. And
What?
These last 2 matches, a lot of pressure's on
Why
your
does Zach
shoulders.
is doing 1v1v1 off
is
spawns, bro?
something that the analysts touched on, and Levin called it when Clement has been playing out of his mind, and that kind of
Cryptic, how many
confidence
people are in the
shift
stream?
It can apply
like 4.
effect to the whole team, right? The confidence.
I don't know if you responded because I said 6, 7.
Snazy,
4.
Nice, are
4 on one and then like 5 on the other one.
And
You have 2
it-
streams.
it
I've got a
illustrates
short
just how
one
they're
on
looking to approach that
long
battle.
Yeah, Zach was watching the short one. I was wondering why.
Oh, yes.
We knew that it was
Okay,
going to be
alright.
left up for grabs. Marco and Alex Turtle, one of the teams trying to stamp their name on
Wait,
it.
what's the code, guys?
Nothing, mate.
What, are we not doing that?
Let me just watch the last game and then I'll get.
Oh.
Demise.
Oh, it's just shit to see them.
Interesting to see
Yeah,
them
yeah.
now in Utopia City, which was once
Under sequence, reverse.
is now being contested by 2 separate
You have it on, mate.
trios.
You have it on.
Yeah, I do.
This match is
Oh, just set Marco and
Oh, guys, I have to go
setting
eat.
themselves up,
I have to go eat.
but you don't want to take too long, especially with the amount of trios that are kind of up north,
Wow.
which eventually might be rotating down. You have to be able to close these fights out quickly.
And both of these teams, even if it's not
Yeah,
their
Marco ain't
natural
following
drop,
unless
there's
we get
always
a,
going to be that semblance of
Let's
familiarity.
get a win. Can't lie.
Wait, when's the next group?
There's also that
Tomorrow, I think.
layer of
Tomorrow.
hesitation that's kind of involved because both these teams.
Give my goat Veno play,
we
bro.
need a win, and if we go out early,
Why is he like
we're about to witness
Yeah.
some Mathez, Z Andy, Robot. They just have a better exchange for positioning
Yeah.
here, and now faded.
He won the first one, mate, so yeah.
Find himself in a turnaround position here. Focus just refusing to budge from Canyon Crossing.
Oh, just got a clip of Henry just
Even
singing,
with
bro.
Twy, Dexy, and
Yeah,
Eclipse
it's
now
chill, bro. I
rolling
don't
into
care.
third party.
You're saying you're gonna buy the original, bro.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
And Eclipse, you're thinking
Oh.
that you want that win. Same with Raban.
Dexy, Eclipse,
Zandy,
and
and
Twy
Faded.
looking like the
They're
absolute
kind of
sell.
on that lower half of the leaderboard, a bit away from the cutoff, so you can't really afford to go down in the early game here, but you need to set yourself up for the late game, and for that, it's okay to take a bit of risks if it is looking for those eliminations
that?
or just damage from a fight.
Bit of risks,
So Eclipse, Dexy, and Twy. A little bit of repositioning. They saw another trio above, heard their shots, thought, okay, you know, we kind of got what we came for. Let's get out now.
And Z Andy, you can kind of see what sort of kick-started this whole exchange. That Elim onto Seziak, but Pump Power and the likes, Mirus, Negs, and Ace Frack still looking to
Sorry,
try and control
what's his
this
name?
position.
Right, I thought I
They
heard
had to
something
fight
else there
for
for a
it
second,
though.
bro.
That's obvious with those 2 early eliminations, but the earlier you can secure those elims, the easier
Oh,
the surge is going to be. But for Square and Fanda, they're just hoping that they can even
Not
manage to
looking
squirm
good.
away. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case though. Uppel just fully closing in now.
Oh,
Big shot.
Wait, what's happening? What's
Gotta get
happening?
Connected.
big shot.
Tap for the elimination. Now the 3v1. Thought for a second he found
Well, that is
him,
a
but
massive
once
shot
the
to
builds came through, it was confirmation. You got to be careful though, as shots connect from the opposing teams. Is it going to be enough to make them want to aggress? 2 trios sandwiching Mixon and Co.
Big shot.
As Upple might have made a sneaky play here in the bush. Oh, they see him though jumping out of it. This
Oh,
could
no.
be detrimental
3, 2, 1.
for Upple.
Apple
Oh,
salad.
Apple. Oh, Apple. Oh, Apple getting jumped on, mate. Oh,
It's gonna be a
Apple.
dash right on
Oh,
in, and it's actually gonna pay off as Upple gets
They're
knocked,
watching on YouTube, bro.
and they might even continue forwards.
Apple is
That
not
is
looking good,
just so unfortunate there for Uppel. By the time he realized what was actually going down, it was too little too late to try and turn it. Mixon
man.
immediately senses
No.
better idea here
Henry and
is to
Bob
just
here.
fully
I think
dip
he
back
benefited
into the storm, try and create a little bit of space here. But for Tweg, Lars, and Mindro, they're trying to see what more they can actually pick up. Huge damper there, though, for Mixon and his team, just because you already had 3 elims. Fortunately for them, though, the members that had most of the surge damage are still up and running.
Looking in the storm now. Burke. I'm curious to what happened here. The reason for them being behind was some quick elims, it seems.
This team's in 10th at the moment, I think. This is big for them.
As those important shots being connected early on are everything in these fights.
Chicho and Strap staring each other down. Good exchange. This is a blue battle and a half right now for Chicho and Strap. However much surge damage there they managed to acquire along the way. At least for right now, it looks like Chicho is definitely on the positive end of that metric.
Guys cleaning up the surge. Very exciting back and forth. We'll let them do their thing as we go back on over to a little more close quarters combat, as it seems with Strokey Bevies and Aikido. Don't want to let repairs get out freely. Shot isn't going to connect originally, but the full box might have just come through.
Oh, he's 1 HP, he's dead
looking to close it out, but he gets turned on for Strokey. Luckily enough, is going to save him.
Fall behind, bro.
And continue that push forwards with the surfboard. Not the ideal mobility item to escape. Revive gonna come through, and a 3v1.
Ooh, and Bevy's just waiting. Aitsu really
Bevy's
nowhere
back.
left to run. Bevy's now gonna begin to chase this one down. For Strokey right next to him. And it's Aitsu heading back up to the high ground. Thanks to that misform, but with Bevy's, for Strokey, and Aikido. Aikido might be reconsidering, though. Given that they looked PC for a second there and then got pieced up by repairs. And having second thoughts, just gonna leave that one up to the rest of his team. Aitsu just delaying. Bit of a nuisance here, really. Buying as much time as he has already, forcing Bevies to just continue monitoring him, continue hunting him out. But if Bevies isn't careful, he's a little bit spread away from Pastrokey. If he doesn't find that immediate elimination, we already saw repairs manage to turn one in his favor. Doubt that Bevies wants to meet a similar fate. How much is this one elim worth it? And Bevies now fully committed. They're not going to let him take Porta Potty to escape. And Aikido credited for 2 of those eliminations. A big time sink, but it pays off here for Strokey's team.
That's probably them over.
Yeah, the amount of damage is going to allow them to play safe now. They're already in qualifying range, so a free ticket to the end game.
To the grand finals.
Now they just have to play it out. Ping walks Malibuca, continuing to put themselves on that island position. This time probably a bit more cautious, as they almost got snuck up on in the last match, but no trios sneaking around them this time, so gonna continue doing their regular strat.
A little bit of noise for Mixon, Uppel in focus. Caught, but Midro, Lars, and Tweg.
Crazy
they're just so persistent.
Oh,
I have to wonder.
Apple's back up from earlier.
Worried about their surge damage threshold. Seems like they've been chasing after these early eliminations so heavily.
It's gotta be close.
Almost as if they feel like it'll be the catalyst for converting this into
as well.
A Victor Royale.
Mixon needs this as well.
If they're successful with these
two people
early exchanges,
really need this.
The Lars having to reconsider here. Mixon, Uppel focus, now looking to close in entirely. And it's only Midro holding back for the moment. Uppel, Mixon in focus.
This is not looking good.
Fully aware
for either team,
of the fact that it's Tweg
they've got to finish it quick before third party comes in.
And one of these teams is going to choose to disembark a little bit sooner here. Mixa and Focus Uphold just made it clear that they have no intentions of budging right now.
Yeah, once you get to these final matches, it's a lot more likely that the trios down below are going to play aggressive in the early game, as they need a big game to put themselves in the major finals. But it's also going to cause the Storm Surge to not hit as hard,
need this as well.
a lot of players will be getting eliminated earlier than
A
usual.
lot of big teams need this
in this group stage,
well.
so
there's been a few underrated.
Shouldn't be as much of a concern.
Ooh.
Teams are just always going to be willing to commit a lot of
This is gonna be
resources
close,
if it
you know.
means having
A lot
established
of people
control
that need
around some of
this.
these sprite shrines in the mid game.
A lot of big teams.
No surprises though. Heading back over towards that southeast section of the map, that's Snazy, Clement, Ice in a surge base, and this will continue to be a reoccurring theme in the competitive landscape. Just teams fully aware of the fact that these bloom battles are it's almost like a practice range.
Yeah, quick
Just
training.
aim trainer at this
You
point.
know, before the late game starts, make sure your DMR aim is on par with your opponents or above. I like the way for Strokey Bevies and Aikido are looking for Surge, though, playing a lot more aggressive. Already 4 elims on the board. They shouldn't really have to do any more, to be fair, but as they get closer and closer to this trio, hear the footsteps, they might be realizing, is it really worth it? We're just kind of here to refarm our hard mats, get to an uncongested side of zone. We don't need any more eliminations. We're already in qualifying range. Just a decent match is what we want here.
Ball is going to be low this week.
That's
not
a
be that
big
high.
pickup, finding Z Andy.
No.
Because you know that was a team that was having to play off of the reboot.
Oh man.
So
over for them,
to
bro.
open up with a
over
quick
for Z Andy, bro.
elimination right after being brought back into the lobby, it's always a promising opportunity that team is sure to try and take advantage of. But for Tripper and Srapta and Hellfire, we keep catching glimpses of them, but we're not really seeing those endgame conversions.
Tayson needs this, bro. Tayson's been so quiet.
Not yet, at least.
Oh
Hopefully,
my god.
in these last 2, they can lock in.
Almost as many mats.
Tayson
Team
doing a good
bro,
job
he almost farmed
farming
as many
it
mats
seems.
compared to his teammates,
Which, you
bro.
know, makes sense.
Teammates
They've
just
been
full
making it
selling
to the
now, I
late
guess.
game. They've been having a good amount of loot. There was just one quick hiccup, but I mean, I guess almost 2.
They're close to quali. I think
issue
quali's gonna be
is
like
that one big
150,
game is only going to
160.
take them so far, currently being 2 points off qualifying range through consistency. I wouldn't be surprised if they take home a win, but at least put themselves in qualifying range after this match would be ideal.
Juice and low amount of points.
To alleviate
Just
a bit
need
of the
one good
pressure.
end
You
game.
mentioned it, though. They are qualified to globals, but you can't use too much practice.
Also, just never want to be the team that's already qualified globals and you're missing out on some of the best practice leading into the event with the Major 3 Grand Finals.
2 teams lurking on
But
this.
only 2 lobbies remain here. Takada and
Oh,
Kylie, Ju, Robin. They seem like they want to play
This is
for
close.
the win.
They cannot die here.
And
another team coming in from
it's a tough
Supernova as
condition
well.
because it involves a decent amount of risk in terms of, are you going to look to try and control frontside low? They
So
chased
many
a
teams
lot
racing here.
of
This
early
is so
surge
dangerous.
from some of these teams,
Any
and they
team
spotted
could
out the
just get
trouble.
fried.
It's kind of
Oh,
picking up
he's
here
been
as
spotted.
the
Oh, he's dead.
Boxcars do. Gets a great opener though onto Ankido. And for the
They
second
need
time this
this.
match,
Both
Ankido
teams
is
need this
down, but
badly.
this time fully eliminated.
Run out at this point.
Robin,
You don't know.
Kylie, Ju, they got exactly
Oh, they're
what they were
fighting it.
after. They were
Oh,
hoping
no.
for a pickup elimination.
This is bad for Strokey.
Pickup of a refresh and the positional control here as Robin looks to pursue for Strokey.
Still in the team. Still in the team though.
But Robin from overhead.
They need to be careful. There's a lot of
close
third
himself
parties here.
off and wait
There are so many
for
people in this
Ju.
one area.
Needs a little bit of
What
backup
the
here
hell?
onto for Strokey.
There's just so many people in this one area. Another team
Did
coming
they
in.
get too greedy? They had more than enough
Oh,
damage,
no.
more than enough eliminations to play this one out.
Oh my god, it's
Imagine
like 4
eighth
teams.
place where top 10 is the cutoff. They need
One team's running out.
a good game here. Bevies and Co.
Think
And now
focus.
after they've lost Ankido,
Robin and Ju and Kylie, I think they're just
having
gonna play
gone down
out.
in
They're just gonna
25th
try
place
and
in the
play
last
this.
match, now forced to
They're trying
play
to
it
be
as a duo.
settled on Surge for the rest of the game.
It's not what you'd like to see.
It's not looking good, bro.
2 Memphis grenades, though. That is
some teams trying to disengage, but
team to hopefully capitalize off of Rudolph.
Yep.
Completely
Come in.
sent packing.
Oh, they're being chased down. It's not looking good.
They need this one, though. They
Oh
want
no.
everything
390 below, 700 above. Never mind.
to catapult themselves
Really good surge
on the
there.
surge damage threshold, and now they are definitely set, but they still need to get positioning.
That can be done though, as walks malibuca, and Ping don't have to worry about positioning. The prime mountain here, especially if they pull it back, is actually Uppel Mixon and Co who have it, but malibuca said that's a nice position. Wouldn't mind it myself. If they're able to get enough tags to cause them to build, maybe use that opportunity for a quick retake.
They know that the Mixon, Uppel, and Focus are distracted because team on height, you're always going to want to prevent teams from rotating around you, kind of controlling flow of the lobby. Mixon getting chopped out now, though. Too much attention sent their way. Walks, though, definitely feeling the pressure. Lost a good portion of his HP there. We'll have enough time to bring him back up, but it's evident. So many of these teams, Takata, they're looking to get fixated in some of these elevated positions like Eclipse, Dexy, and Twy. They've got a lot of space to work with here, too.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see this trio close out a win. This is the most setup I've seen them for one throughout the day. Good amount of elims, good amount of mats, loot, kind of everything put into play. Now it's all about them. Seti, Yapko, and Panzer, on the other hand, they've done a pretty good job, but just one hiccup in this 5-game format can be everything. And that is what ended up happening, them putting them on that cutoff to qualify, so they cannot afford another one.
Oh, end of the line here for Jasper, Tech, and Theodore. Marco and Alex Turtle. Big refresh opportunity now. What can you do with it? The win condition coming out of Utopia City have a little bit of overhead coverage from some of the buildings, which they're going to need because of the teams directly next to them on that hillside. A lot of ways that they're gonna have to burn a good chunk of their material just tarping in, but I love the way that Marco has kind of tunneled out this low ground, and now they're just looking to see if they can maybe catch some of these later rotating teams when they look to push forward.
Seems that Ping Malibuca walks. We're happy with their shots, but hold on a second. Just 4 above, pushed up to 13 now as a few more shots are connecting. They know it's too risky to take a big engagement, and if they were to anyways, the trio right beside them is Tayson and Co, who on the other hand have more than enough surge. So I really hope Malibuca, Ping, and Walks are going to be able to get enough damage here. The good news for them is they're leading the pack by so far that they could afford a bit of a rough match, but it seems like they were able to do a good amount of damage.
The hero rank up, though, gonna do Malibuca a solid with replenishing some of his shields, and Walks still finding more inside of the mess that's building in the congested portions of zone. Big heads up play, though, from veterans. It's what you'd expect. They're gonna continue to try and put as much pressure to the teams behind them. They don't want to allow anybody to kind of traverse through what they've already staked as their territory. Sneezy, Clement, and Ice, though. And Alex Turtle and Marco in their sights. And Ice just closes off the wall. Don't need to take any risk right now.
This is a big game for Clement, Sneezy, and Ice.
Wow. Panzer's down.
Oh no. Hopefully they can have enough time for the double res. They do pick up Panzer once again, but they're not in zone yet. Now a full trio trailing them. They cannot afford to fight here. They're gonna have to use a lot of materials if eyes are on them as they rotate, but it's worth it to not go down early.
You kind of take a look back at what went south here. And it's Yapko with the latest movement tech. Quick shout out to Higgs, I believe one of the first plays I ever saw do it. It's a smart tactic, especially when you are in a bit of a pinch there. But Rick Nada, Beretta, and Knight trailing behind one of our leading lobby teams. And they can kind of be that thorn in the side if Seti, Yapko, and Panzer aren't careful. You can already see a little bit of paranoia building. They know that they're sandwiched currently, and they don't want to become the lobby focus.
The full metal 2x2 double story is going to come through, but the zone has pulled towards them. This is actually huge for Seti and Co. alongside Rick Nada, as I believe this trio needs a victory royale, and although they're 12 below, all odds are in their favor now. With every trio having to rotate towards them, they should be able to at least connect a few shots, put them above the surge threshold. The issue I'm seeing, no minis, no heals, not a lot of mats. A refresh is what they're going to need alongside that positioning.
The last thing you want to do is have to burn through your healing resources like Malibuca, utilizing some of these chug jug, but with that dash sprite, Misform going to be able to negate at least one of these surge ticks, but it's Clement from overhead. Malibuca doesn't get the immediate knock, and Clement will barely manage to create some space. Snazy immediately on high alert here. Ping walks Malibuca still after more, but Ping unable to effectively dash inside the box. He's gonna play for shield replenish. Dexy, Eclipse, and Twy frontside low, starting to pick up here. And Clement, Snazy, and Ice, it's obvious they want to make sure that they're one of the teams controlling it. They've seen the level of success that so many of our former Victory Royale winners today have had playing through that frontside low. Meanwhile, overhead, Rick, Rada, just looking to suppress. And Seti, Yapko, Panzer kind of stuck in their own battles here, still sandwiched between a handful of teams.
Good amount of heals mats left over though. Don't have to risk anything yet with the amount of damage they have, especially depending on where this zone pulls. But what happened? Walks, Malibuca, Ping now once again left as a duo. This time Ping is up though. They have enough heals to put them back in the game, but the issue is they went for those pre-edits. They couldn't close out on it. Now they're in desperate need of materials. A refresh is what they're going to look for, but as a duo, we've seen how powerful they can be. I would not be surprised if they're able to successfully find something here, but Marco, Andalex, Turtle are going to be the trio up above.
Hey, if nobody else is going to look to tackle height, why not us? Marco, Andalex, Turtle, they've taken note of where Dexy and Twy are at, but walks with the invisibility medallion from behind. Rick caught, and that is the ultimate refresh right now for Walks. Gonna immediately see if he can reunite with Ping. Even as a duo, they can still make some big moments happen here. Chicho, Tayson, Atris, frontside low, but things are starting to run out. Material count, not the healthiest, not where it could be at, and Tayson, he knows they're gonna have to set up for a pre-edit and fight.
They know how important this match is. It's going to come down to this pre-edit. They're looking for an angle, looking for an opportunity. Meanwhile, you can see Walks continuing to stay up with Ping, clutching out point after point, showing why they're leading the pack on the leaderboard. But Tayson, Paris, and Chicho are running out of mats quickly. They have a quick farm here, but what they truly want is that big impact frag, those couple eliminations to put them back in the game as they have to continue to play backside of zone.
But look at Tayson, he's getting the chunks out of everybody's HP playing through the low ground. Walks though, just a menace, looking to play spoiler. Who's gonna be caught next here? Ping, he recognizes the fact he can't rescue his teammate from Strapped, and Strapped somehow managing to escape from inside of the box here. But all eyes onto Panzer and Seti. They're still trying to see if they can make something happen. Heading straight for the high ground now. Yapko, Walks still underneath, finding even more eliminations, and Walks everything in his power, but it's gonna come up short against Andalex, Panzer, Yapko, and Seti. Now one of our healthiest teams on the high ground. Seti's gonna drop. They need a material refresh, but really what he's after, he's looking to cause a catastrophe. He just needs to apply any kind of damage, any kind of pressure onto the teams underneath.
Mats is what Seti wants. Yapko's up above. He said, teammates, go down, find me. Anything I can use to maintain this high ground. The issue is, there's a full trio down below. It's Tayson, Chicho, Haris, and they're going extra aggressive now that they've already picked up those materials, making sure they can claim the front side of zone. This players are going to slowly drop down onto them, but it looks like there's another trio below as well. Andalex Marco as a duo in the mid-ground have to figure something out. The medkit's not going to be enough. The French trio still up and running as Andalex is left as a solo.
And that's even more material that they'll have to work with. Snazy, Clement, Ice. Clement staring down Tayson on the other side of the wall, but he's not going to be able to break through just yet. Looking now towards that ultimate low. He's spotted a couple of players, but it's all down to Tayson. Letchis and Valerie. They're going to turn this one in their favor. Astral has to play for the Chug Jug, and Clement knows it, immediately punishes him, immediately challenges him. That's going to be his second Chug Jug now left to work through. Atris, Chicho, Tayson, all the while holding things down. Valerie looking like a madman out here, trying to see if he can prevent Tayson, Chicho, and Atris from having success. And Clement still playing for the Chug Jug, but there's so many medkits, like you just called out, Takata. This is looking like a heal-off.
Last time Chicho had no medkits, all he had was that mist form, but now he's looking to see if it's going to be enough. Seti's still up above. Yapko gets cracked. One more use of the med mist as he continues to find another shot. As he drops down below, misses the initial one, gets knocked down. Haris falls shortly after, and Panzer Seti now need to find a way to close this out.
But the damage may have already been done. Panzer's holding on to 2 of those med mist grenades. He's also got the mist form to work with and a couple of med kits. So even through all of the healing that Chicho has been begging for this other team to please just go down already, but the resource favors Panzer and Seti. As long as Storm Sickness doesn't play a part here, and I doubt it will, Panzer still has 2 med kits. Chicho forced now to use a tick out of the mist form. Just gonna take the charged battle overhead, but he knows it's the end of his run here, and Panzer will bring this one home. But this is what we were after, Takata. Seeing Seti, Yapko, and Panzer punch their ticket to the major 3 grand finals.
Puts a smile on my face. There was 2 trios I talked about going into this game. It was Tayson that was just on that cutoff of qualifying, barely outside, and it was Seti, Yapko, and Panzer. There were just a few points in qualifying range. Both trios now went head-to-head in that first place versus second place battle, but in the end, Yapko, Panzer, and Seti closed it out, securing them a spot in the major finals. We gotta go back to the desk to break that down.
Yo.
Thank you so much. A new era has truly begun for Seti. We'll be seeing him and his new teammates in the major
Who won this game?
final. And it's good to see all 3 of them making
Seti, Yapko, Panzer. Okay.
And pretty much sticking the landing. A really exciting heel off at the end there, Levin.
Yeah, really well played from these guys. Another game where they played for height. This time they were able to keep it successfully, ward off any of the competition for it.
The Chinese one.
We bigged up Seti and Cammy and we celebrated them.
Let me see. Where they are. Alright, so you got the Germany one. Can't have the Germany one's aura.
He's made it through now. Over to you, Cammy tomorrow. Let's see what you can do, brother.
You mean the South Korea one?
I want to see it. I want to see who's gonna qualify. Who's gonna come through now?
You get the Germany one, bro.
Yeah. This game though, in particular, I think it's sort of the first time we've really seen.
That's so expensive. Goddamn.
So dominant and successful as well. You could sort of see they were really efficient with it as well. Only 4 eliminations.
That's crazy expensive.
They were really efficient with their materials. Of course, we saw. I think it was Seti dropping down a little bit earlier on in that end game to try and get refreshes. And I was like, why are they both staying up here? I was kind of expecting Seti to go down and try and fight out, but of course they had those med mist grenades, which allowed them to both stay alive. They didn't even need the med kits at the end. So
let's see.
Fantastic to see Chicho finding himself in yet another 1v1 situation as well. We were talking about going into that game that Tayson's trio really needed.
Yo, that's crazy, bro. What am I? Oh my god. I'm deleting that, bro.
No, bro.
I'm not. Oh.
I'm watching this Fortnite OG live event.
No one is watching that, bro. I hate to break it to you.
Alright, so there's not 173,000 people watching it then.
Before the break, we got to witness Seti and his new teammates book a spot in the Major 3 finals with a victory royale. So sadly, we won't get to see them play in the last game of today. And it's a really important game. As I mentioned earlier on, we are going to see some of our trios end their season.
Fortnite and The Simpsons.
No one wants that to happen. However, the competition is satisfyingly strong tonight. And we have to say, Mini Miner, it's been a particularly strong showing from our French trio, Ice, Snazy, and Clement.
Yeah, I'm just thinking back to that
With your new Mega Master.
earlier on, you know, keeping
Yeah,
them
bro.
in,
Yeah,
keeping them in the
you
running, ensuring that
dropping
they're
that
still up
50
on
kill
the
win.
on the leaderboard, keeping themselves inside of the qualification range in
Nah,
terms
it's
of
happening, bro.
consistency. And this was a game now where they were all together
It's happening!
playing really well. And this is just showing what this team can do. They're fighting Levin to be in those major finals and then, of course, in those global championships.
Yeah, no, I've really been impressed with how these guys have been playing in some of these games. I think you look at a game like this, and if they are able to make it to that major finals next weekend, I'd love to see them play more like this, right? And be a threat, be a force, be a team that, you know, you can't have on your same layer because you're going to get big problems with them there. So really nice to see these guys finding a bit of form, finding a bit of momentum to pick things up.
Yeah, I think it sort of brings you back to the old sort of trio days of maybe Clement, Floki, the Sipdos, low ground, fragging out, just doing what they do best. And it seems like that if they can continue that sort of brand of Fortnite, maybe we'll see that be a little bit more successful for them as it comes to the major finals, because this was really, really nice for them all staying alive all together. Of course, couldn't close out the win, but I'm sure we'll have a look at the leaderboard very soon. I'm sure they won't mind too much when it comes to just staying consistent, because that's all you need to do.
The more French trios who qualify for Major 3, the better. In Major 3 Grand Finals, the better, in my opinion. We've got two other strong French trios in Podesize Trio and Akira's Trio coming up tomorrow. But the way that
it's literally Fortnite Reload. You can respawn.
I'm looking forward
you can respawn
them in that major final.
And of course, yeah, no, it's fine, bro.
About the teams that
I'm
are
gone.
in contention for the consistency points tonight.
Done, I'm pretty
the way
sure.
that Chicho, Tayson, and Hatris were playing in that last game, you wouldn't be blamed for thinking that they've been playing that way all night. They're looking so smooth and confident. They have been unlucky at times, however, Mini Miner.
Yeah, I mean, I said it actually going into this game that they had a bad first game, clutched up a second in the second game, bad game 3. Now they've clutched up a second in game number 4. What's going on with these guys right now? And it's always a sort of cheat show solo clutch there at the end. So if they can just continue that, they'll be absolutely fine. I'm not quite sure what's going wrong in those games where they're not doing so well, but they're making up for it.
It was an excellent response. It was a response they needed. And it's the kind of game we knew they could have, right? Which is why I said, you know, I wasn't worried about them. That game gives them a comfortable position to be in for this final game, but you can't be too comfortable.
Yeah, bro, trust you in it. You drop a 20 mom.
Lock in and perform here in game number 5.
There's one more victory royale up for grabs. Do we think that Malibuca's trio is finally going to take it? They've been making those end games and performing so strongly. It's strange that it's eluded them so far, 11.
Well, look, this is what I asked for, so I'm not going to sit here now and then start critiquing them going, yeah.
Can this crypto guy come on, and then we can do actually...
I think he's coming on now.
Look, regardless of whether they've got the win or not, their performance...
Did crypto go to E as well?
Absolutely top.
Wait, how long till FNTS?
They've played like themselves in a lot of these games. And even though
last game, last.
Oh, say you are nice. Who else?
They've shown a good account of themselves, and yeah, to wrap it off with a win,
I
think would be a
nice
for them in terms of the vibes of the day. But all in all, I've been impressed with them regardless.
Yeah, these guys are just levels above the rest of the lobby when it comes to these end games in particular.
Oh, I might be
tweaking.
Oh, there it is.
That just seemingly don't get a win, but just perform
Does anyone want to
so
much
better than everyone else. The consistency at making these end games as well. They just haven't been able to get the win, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. They've had more practice at this level. They've been able to refine what they do best, and now, yeah, as you mentioned.
Is your game for any better with the new driver?
Well, we are ready, my friends, for the final game of Group 2. Everything on the line for a lot of these trios, so let's head back to Taco and to Carter.
Thank you, Frankie. Literally everything on the line. It's the last major for these players to have a chance at qualifying to the global
I need to change my sprint bind.
Like Levin was mentioning, Malibuca, Walks and Ping are leading the pack, but the cutoff to qualify through consistency is 129 points. And it's going to shake up in this last match, Tucker.
I think the bigger line for all these teams to keep in mind is they don't want to end up in the last chance qualifier, Takata. You just want your seat on the battle bus. But there's only one team that can win lobby number 5. With everything kind of building up to this point for the teams here in Group 2.
Bro, I got good on Q and A in like 3 weeks.
Leave it up to the last chance qualifier to dictate whether or not your
not good, but like
ends. And
I was like
the
good enough to play comp.
So let's get to it.
I wasn't better than I was on controller.
The last opportunity for a majority of these trios.
But like in 3 weeks, I got good enough to play comp, and then in like a month and a half, I got the same score level as I was on controller.
On that last match, we have Bevies and Keto.
Like I was kind of bummed
that are now one placement point off qualifying through consistency. Dexy, Eclipse, and Twy did a great job pushing themselves up into that top 15, but it is going to have to be a top 10 to qualify. We have Strapped, Hellfire, and Trippern also really close to that top 15 range. These are the trios that don't need a win, but need a solid match. On the other hand, there's trios at the bottom of the pack that do need that victory royale in this game.
Guys, I might need to bring back Biscuit Deal.
Biscuit Deal, oh my days, bro.
That's tough as fuck, bro.
What happens when the teams that are just looking for a safe, solid, secure final lobby?
What's more tough, bro? Biscuit Era or Biscuit Deal?
Biscuit Era. Nah, Biscuit Era, bro.
There's a team at your drop that wasn't here. The last
or the racist Biscuit.
The racist Biscuit, 100%.
Taking full advantage of some of these.
Okay, so who the
shots? That first elimination to kind of pivot
no, but like, bro, the org I'm in rebranded their name, and like, their new name is so corny, and it doesn't look good in front of my name. Regime or whatever, I don't know how to pronounce it, bro.
So far,
Ryan.
No luck. At least not the kind that they would need.
It's spelled R-E-G-I-M-E. Regime. Regime.
Regime. Might not get a chance to.
Yeah, not looking too hot.
I know, exactly.
Canyon Crossing kind of started off.
I don't know, bro. Regime, maybe. Regime.
Faded. Was able to get a quick knock.
Regime, like, yeah. Is that how that's spelled?
It's a painful 50-50.
Yeah.
Like,
especially when your opponent gets a shotgun, you're like, well.
R-E-G-I-M-E.
Yeah, Regime.
To be fair, this is.
It's fucking
what's
a
commonly
Bun's
referred to, I
name.
think, as a
I'm not putting that on my
seasoned
Fortnite name,
drops.
bro.
If you
Like, hell
aren't just
no.
able to outdrop your opponent
Biscuit 25 is
and
cold.
get the better end of that exchange, start things off on the right foot.
But I had to put an
especially
exclamation
when
mark
you know
in
it's
it
the
because
last
Biscuit
lobby
25 is taken.
to play through today and faded. Big momentum shift possibilities
Yeah, like
there
Crazy
too.
won like 4 times in a row.
Early
Cry.
contest though, technically speaking, for Malibuca, Walks, and Ping, they're practically guaranteed. They are guaranteed, Takata, just off of the consistency metrics. But Ping might have to sit this one out if he's not careful. Walks and Malibuca from overhead are also gonna have their own shield bubble to try and play through. Mayfix and Odin don't have any shield, and Odin will finally get knocked here, but Hero actually trying to be the hero instead. Ping giving it to us in 4K. That is perfect vision.
Oh,
How to use those kill switch revolvers.
Daddy's home is on Deafen.
Oh, yes!
Say
for
Daddy's
Malibuca. No, for
home.
Malibuca.
The dream. Can he make it happen?
Walks and Ping are still there.
No,
Don't
bro,
worry.
oh god.
But
Bro, trust me,
maybe reconsidering
your
going
FPS
for
should
that,
feel so
then
much
we'll
better
take a
after a
pick
few
again
days.
on being-
It was a
on
pick.
being
It was a
real.
pick.
Or like a
You
couple
don't
more
gotta
hours.
settle it down. Look, if there's any trio
Where's
you're
in your
gonna go
PC?
against
Do you not know?
in the last match, I understand wanting to
How long ago did you get it?
domain, but you know that's a tough task to
A
conquer.
year ago.
Bevies, on the other hand,
Okay,
they need
does it not tell you
to
what's
make
in
it
it
to the
on,
end game in this match.
Task
Having
Manager?
Aikido went down this early. Nice box up to get the clean elimination,
No, you should, bro.
but
Like,
they need to close this one out. Shots coming through. Bevies, you
I'll wait
cannot
until I hear this one
afford
real
to
quick.
go down here as they regroup. No mats
A
on
new song.
Strokey. One big shot is all they really need. 127 is putting them on that cutoff
He's just
to
the
be in
best.
qualifying range.
Now you gotta start back
If
on,
they go
bro.
down here, they are out of the game. But luckily enough, the double res is going to come through.
Oh, they're trading it.
Oh,
They're just going to trade the double revive for Strokey and Bevies. Now with Aikido intact. But these are two teams that are incredibly hurt. Given the position that Bevies trio is in, they might even just look to fully disengage.
That's always
The only
Bumchi!
ones that need to keep their game 5 running. Hopes alive.
Bumchi.
Z Andy, Robot faded
Shut Kingdom, bro.
in pursuit of that consistency portion of the leaderboard. They need a win here more than anything.
guys, I just ripped the water right now.
Z Andy, Robov, and Faded brought to a
Name
halt
compute.
here momentarily. Nosif, Sylvia, and Sloxay.
Got me there.
We should all sing Empire State of Mind together.
They got those eliminations kind of early on in the match. I don't think it was even
Are
like a
you-
full shield elim, meaning that
You
they
saved
got
the
a bit of
best.
damage, but it's not going to be enough to be fully comfortable. Surge didn't take as hard in this last
Hell
match with the amount of fights that are going to go on.
Get this
but
guy out of here.
At the same time, it's looking a bit stacked. You have to think that Bevies and Kiddo and Pastrokey, after what could have been a quick hiccup at the start, now might be feeling a bit of pressure, but the huge 162 is going to be enough to get that knock once again. This time around, though, they're going to be looking to close it out, and Bevies has already been cracked. Pastrokey, though, is going to pick up another, and they might have just saved themselves with those 3 quick eliminations.
I lost him.
And Bevies, we talk so much about the Seti Cammy split, but you also have to remember the Bevies Pablo split up. A lot left to prove there for that trio. Tripper and Srapped Hellfire just trying to make it out of Shiny Chefs in the first place. Caught. And some pretty aggressive measures here, but Odilon's team gonna be the first ones to fall back. The Memphis grenade, likely the reason why. They just know no purpose in trying to fight through. A team that's gonna be a lot healthier than when we initially started this exchange, and it seems like they've been the team to even
Back
go
and
partying
do it
first.
again. I'm fucking our friends.
already
I got
one
bands.
elimination here
I'm
for
flying our
Tripper,
friends. Yeah, man.
Whatever the
You know what I
case,
do the
Tripper and
mess.
Hellfire
No, I
Strap
shooting the hands. Took it
probably
out like
content with
doing
the fact
it.
that both of
Hops in
those
the
teams actually
best.
opted to
Crazy
just
how-
pull back.
I can't rip it, bro. So I can say it. Move. You steady
Over
watching
Shiny
all you.
Chefs, just a few shots going back and forth, but
Right, I've misclicked.
Clement, Snazy, and Ice, they had an amazing performance in the last match, and it pushed them from being like pretty close to that cutoff, kind of mid-range to now in a comfortable second place on the consistency leaderboard.
All I saw was Clement with a single Spire rifle and mats. Kind of hoping that Loda gets a little bit more filled up as the game goes on, but Ju got a chance to catch up with that elim onto Lars, and we've seen Ju, Robin, and Kylie be relatively aggressive throughout the course of today's games. It seems like they're always caught fighting somebody else.
Well, hey.
I like the movie the way they be active, so they're like a bad lips. I gotta appreciate. Remember the time I had this? I mean, I've mentioned. Tell me that it's probably clapping. They are had to demonstrate. Really, I'm really just rapping. Oh my god, my haters, they hate me. Oh, I fuck up. A fucking nerd. Wonder why see me lately. Bitch wanna date me. Wonder why they cannot escape me. Wonder why some on the next switch and then I'm on. Bro, it says the N word every 30 seconds. This gets so peak. Bro, I just tabbed back in, bro. Come here. Where are you? 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 Where are you?
Rift Island medallion.
I'm not playing Fortnite OG, bro.
What's the line?
Asa, just
Bro, 500k people. It's the most I've ever seen on Fortnite OG, bro. I'm not watching this live event, but I guess I am.
That you want to be having to hide out from, and for Asa too, no clue for as to when he actually snuck up onto the Rift Island. But for Malibuca, Ping, and Walks, since they have 4 eliminations, wouldn't be surprised if 2 of them potentially belong to Asa's teammates. So very good odds that they'll know he's a solo kind of lingering as they continue to just try and maintain their spacing from other teams in the lobby. Natural elevation from Rift Island. Nobody looking back though, and Asa, he's totally cool with them not knowing he's there.
Yeah, he's having a good time. I also want to bring out, I believe
this live event is buns, yeah. I remember watching the original one, okay? I remember everything about this event.
NPCs from Games Domain, but also
I was on everything I was.
With that drop
I've played this game since literally this season, yeah.
Incredibly powerful for this current season. Kylie.
You literally told me you started in chapter 2, I saw.
What?
When did you start playing stuff?
Malibuca's team to do such a good job at just getting control of the Rift Island medallion, control of the elevation. It shows just how haphazard a lot of these games have been.
What?
The course of today's game.
That was an OG fort.
You never really know what to expect.
That was an OG fort.
Just been cannibalizing itself frequently.
Wow, we're playing OG fort, bro. Let's go. Lock in for some OG Fortnite.
Up and down, constant exchange.
Yeah, frick it, man.
Really curious to see. Yeah, I just want to see
what
the teams
they love me. They hate me. I see me lately. Why'd I pause it?
Dexy Twine Eclipse did an amazing job pushing themselves up the leaderboard, but we saw on the stat it was around 189 to qualify in Group 1, and right now...
Left, right. I'm the reason... Yeah, left, right. I told him you my bitch, he took a step right.
Get that win though with a trio like Malibuca, Walks, and Malibuca, or Ping, Walks, and Malibuca.
Oh my, I'm a star. Star, it's you.
If not, trios like Eclipse and Dexy are gonna have to have a really good game.
This might be a rude awakening.
I had just live someone.
I don't even know if Dexy, Eclipse, and Twy are even aware of the fact
that
Andy, Robob, and Faded, they are setting up currently complete cutoff positions.
Left, right. What? Where are my shots going?
This is devious work. Just gonna continue pushing further.
Where are my bullets going?
On this southern section of the map, but
what?
This is not a safe spot.
Yeah, when you got Raban, Faded, and Andy kind of just waiting. The thing is, they can't really get a 3-2-1 because of how split they are, so it'd be more like a surprise pump.
You
can't do damage, bro.
That would be a dangerous zip line to hit.
Bro, let's back out, bro.
Time will tell as we look back at Jake Buka here, who has been cracked. Has to be careful as the French trio pushes on forwards.
I'm gonna bomb the place.
Right, he left, right. I told him you want to took a step right. You know that? So he left, yeah, he left, yeah, he dead right,
Clement trying to see if there's another line of sight he can open up.
But
Snazy just
what is this?
continuing kind of better away.
I got a butterfly on me.
Bro, I got a butterfly.
Waiting to see if maybe his teammates are going to be able to try and back him up.
Bro, I got a rift butterfly. What's going on?
They're going to need
His peak is about to blow up.
conclusion to this drawn out battle. Teams hovering from that southern section of Demon's Domain, likely going to be called over by the noise taking place. And
what's happening? What's that noise?
Slaxe looking to be one of the first to try and set up for it.
Oh, we need to chop down the kids, bro. We need to chop them down. We need to chop them
They
down.
actually have been challenged
That's not gonna do anything, little bro.
pretty directly too.
You gotta chop them down.
Overhead on the Rift Island.
Oh,
Focus
shit, there's a rocket going off there.
control.
Where?
Can they take it though? Malibuca walks and ping, looking to get the cherry on top to their already elite performance.
Want to kill them.
In this second group, a major 3. All that's left is the win. And this is the game to get it.
Wait, chop that guy out, chop that guy out.
The shot's going back and forth though, and looks like Apple's mixing and Cole going to decide.
I ruined your live event.
The trio have already been cracked.
Oh shit, so, yo, it's gonna land on me.
Oh, it's actually gonna
stay back up on the island.
It's about, bro. Bro, why is it gonna land on us, bro?
Teleportation measures, no easy way to get off that Rift Island. So if you lose pressure in that fashion, you can expect to get lit up for it. Malibuca ping and walks though, holding on to that.
I don't know, I'm trying to go up this guy, bro.
It's gonna be big leverage in comparison to where the rest of this lobby is kind of filtering through.
Yeah, I'm coming to you.
And Demon's Domain,
my
very likely that there could be teams based up around there, looking to try and catch people off guard.
I'm my top.
Oh shit.
Misforms directly into
what?
his box and
Oh, do it! Oh, it rifted.
Escaped, but
where'd it go?
That is a big blow here. Z-Andy's team, they thought that this was
Oh,
their
oh,
prey,
what is that?
and
Hell
instead
no.
they're the ones that become the victims.
Where's it going?
Shut down here at the very end too.
That's huge though. If Dexy and his trio are able to get
Hey, rifted again. Where is it coming out this time?
Match could be enough to qualify, even if it's not the win.
I can't remember where it goes.
9th, 6th in the last 2 matches after the
coming back of a new league.
so strong start in the first 2 games.
Oh my! Right above me.
They got a lot more to do if they do want to end up qualifying.
Why is it red?
5 eliminations already.
Shut up.
Throw it away though.
Can we fight now?
As the hidden sneak attack is gonna take out Ju. It's now a 2 versus 2.
It's not
They
done.
don't need the damage, but now they need to bring their teammate back.
Is that a person or is that
time? And now they're gonna have to expend even more of it to try and play.
Yeah, I'm gonna die tomorrow.
Ju.
You know, I didn't die. I didn't
And
die.
Ju also had 4 of those eliminations, Takata. So yeah, that is a terrible blow for their search threshold, and they're just getting chased now. Theodore, Jasper,
I wanted to grease it, bro.
separate team
Last game,
hunting
who's
out
qualified?
Kylie and Robin. Bad just gets worse
Playing the
here
live event
for
cryptic.
Robin's team.
Nice. Well, I'm not even meant to be honest. I'm literally playing a game of That's what I need to do.
Instead, they find themselves completely
What?
turned upside down.
I said to
Jasper
my
finds
parents I
the
needed
first
to do
knock
so I could
onto
have an
Robin,
excuse
but
to go
There it
Kylie
is.
will bite back
Alright.
here.
I'll be
Good
on like
elimination
half an hour games of this.
onto Theodore and Jasper.
Right,
Watching this
Chat.
midnight live
Chat.
event, bro. It's
Chat.
so
I'm
bad.
back in
to
a bit.
revisit
I'm bad now.
this conversation, and Kylie, he was hoping to try
Ooh,
and
they
stick it
need
out on the
this.
revamp, but that's just
Oh
not
wait,
gonna be a
can your
possibility.
chat hear us?
Gonna
Yeah,
continue
probably.
to give chase.
Oh, we've just been full yapping, bro.
Plays for his own reboot.
How did he die?
And that is a tough
What?
break there for Kylie too.
Oh, you can fight now.
There's just
Oh,
nothing
you
left
can fight
to do
now.
Except run.
I mean, both trios even now kind of put into shambles. Have to find a way back to zone. It's not an ideal position for either team here, but we can see kind of how Kylie was able to turn around the fight a little bit with the other trio that was fighting them. Quick 2 shots, all he needed. We'll see if they're able to make it to zone.
Definitely seeing a good chunk of our lobby teams, though, Takata, as they were kind of just hovering around that consistency portion of the leaderboard and being stuck inside of duo scenarios versus being able to play with all 3. So it's very obvious that some of these teams getting aggressive, looking to try and have a really strong final lobby. But if you play over aggressive, that's just where a third-party exchange pulls down to, and Prometez and Seziak can kind of look back Demon's Domain. Sobi, Sloxe, and Nosif thought they were going to be able to clean up this exchange, but Seziak just putting down Nosif the moment that he tried to challenge. That right side peek just too strong.
Wow, the amount of damage that was outputted in just a few shots. What a way to close out that fight.
Seemed kind of reckless, though, for Nosif to tackle her like that. Probably desperate for surge damage more than anything.
I mean, it's the final match. Pressure's on. Sometimes you don't have a lot of time to make that decision. It is easier said than done. Up will mix it. Focus. Got a bit of ways to go for the zone, but I'm trying to think how worried I am. The good news is in terms of mats, you know, you can farm wood during the rotate quite quickly. They should be able to set themselves up for a decent match here.
And that quick step may also be working against Focus and Upple right now. Mixon, very notorious for falling off of consistency to the previous two major finals. And looking to probably repeat that here today, Takada, if they don't win this final lobby. And with so many teams, though, that are kind of just hinging on a final lobby win, it kind of extends back to that earlier point I tried to touch on, where I just expect things to get so messy, so absolutely chaotic, because you're going to have that many more teams just going all out, full sending, maximum risk if they think it'll net the win.
Yes, might not be the game you want to play high ground, depending on what position you're in. If you're looking for just a few extra points and don't have to fully close out the match. It's funny, though, with the zone ending by Demon's Domain, it's almost like things are setting up for Malibuca, Ping, and Walks, but there's so many trios that are looking quite healthy. It's still anybody's game. Robin, though, looking the opposite of healthy here.
It's a bit of a tragedy what took place. Robin, Kylie, Ju having to play for a reboot to bring Ju back, and the trade-off is losing Kylie on the process of making their way back to zone. And they'll probably just have to sit tight, play through, backside low, hope for a refresh to kind of stumble into them more than anything else.
Yeah, 7 HP. Cannot tank a single tick of storm. Not really the position you want to be in going into this last match. Looks like Tayson, Chicho, Haris, though, have made it with quite a good loadout in terms of heals, mobility, and mats. Even being in zone here. They're set up to do everything they need to qualify here. What, 20, 25, maybe 30 points could be enough to comfortably set themselves up in qualifying range. The amount of damage they've already done as well. Looks like odds are in their favor.
I like this, though, from Chicho, just applying pressure to the team across the way that was looking to hold height. He could recognize the fact that they're being challenged from a team underneath them. So why not add to the mix, add to the crossfire, keep things as crazy as possible. Robin and Ju desperate now to see if they can find some sort of a refresh, but nothing building in their favor just yet. Robin can instead drop, still chasing after Velvery, but it's so obvious that Robin and Ju are just desperate for any kind of damage. And now the rest of the lobby also turning into their position. Robin now forced to just build back, still trying to cut around though, still trying to find an opening shot. But instead, the ultimate turnaround factor, it's just not up to him. The lobby focus it's too steady, it's too much to deal with. Ju has a misform to buy a little bit of time, but even then he's not going to be able to break it through. He's just stuck building for his life. And eventually the material count will run out. And that's going to be the shutdown here. Mix and focus Upple. I'm happy for them, though. In the low ground, they're clearly prospering.
Yeah, but it's going to be a bit more to do if they want to happily put themselves into the major finals. What a shot.
Yeah,
That surprise connected.
I take it back. I didn't get the chance to see the full clip.
Let's
I swear.
not jinx anything here. As Tayson, Chicho, and Haris rotating in. You were mentioning Mixon. They were 9th place going into here. So they still need quite a big match to maintain their spot. Bevies and a Kiddo really have to clutch this one out. They were in 11th place, where 10 is qualifying range, so they're gonna still have to get at least, say, 20-30 points to qualify. They have enough damage, but having Fastroki already been eliminated, it's gonna be a rough route.
Constantly having to watch their back also, even with those misforms. The team on height could be a real nuisance to deal with. Fruzy, Monto, Wax, they've now gotten a taste of what high ground control feels like, and they're trying to ensure that nobody else has a real opportunity to challenge them just yet. They're gonna still be able to ramp out a little bit further, but Ice, Clement, Snazy caught in a whole separate battle here in the underbelly of the Demon's domain. Snazy gonna be leading the charge here, and for good reason. Anytime you're able to use one of these exotic shotguns, you usually want to be one of the first ones into the fight. As now overhead. Frontside low, though, belonging to Snazy and Clement. That could be devastating for the teams right behind them.
Really could. Mixon in the feed has gone down. Uppel now trying to clutch it out as a solo. 162. Group 1 cutoff was 189, but it could be a little lower. If you could get at least more than 175 into the 180 range, could be enough. Tayson trying to get ahead of zone here, but as Uppel continues to get more pressure put onto him, he's going to be forced to misform ahead now. 31 builds left, not a lot of HP. That last mini is going to be popped.
It's the fact that Uppel ever gets out to begin with, though, that's impressive as is. As a solo, just trying to keep his team's dreams alive for this Major 3 Grand Finals quals. You don't want to bank it on the last chance qualifier, but the team on height, they're going to be the ones that everyone else is probably going to have to reckon with here. Aikido, Bevies, another one of our trios looking to just cement their position inside of that Major 3 Grand Finals. But now, Clement, Snazy, they were just waiting for the chance to strike. Team on height ran out of material count. That's going to force them to drop, and Uppel still barely clinging on for dear life here. Only has 3 builds, needs to connect with this shot onto Rudolph, but Rudolph, he's not gonna make it easy. Atris, Tayson, Chicho, they're gonna be the ones now dropping underneath. Full low ground control. The moment that Clement, Ice, and Snazy went up, they knew they could just be the ones to take over low. But Uppel, from backside of zone, he has 0 builds to work with here. Takata, he has to find an immediate shot.
The last chance, last opportunity for Uppel. All the pressure's on him. He's lost his teammates. He just has a sliver of HP. The initial shot comes through. A bit of materials recuperated. Still no heals, though. Takes out one. That elimination might just be enough, but he has to get a bit more placement. Missed form. Last use being put into play. Gets ahead of zone. Meanwhile, up in the clouds, the stratosphere, it's Hellfire. Tripped and strapped. They need to hold on.
The Danes looking to strike back in this final lobby. Srapt just holding on with his Chudjug, but with Trippern still looking to contest height here up against Gold. Srapt incredibly low. Gold gonna take to the misform, and Tayson underneath it all with Chicho and Atris still in full control of this front side low. Looking healthy to boot. Uppel barely alive, but he's still there, but he goes down. The moment, the placements, have they been enough? Only time will tell. Bevies, now it's his turn to just cling to as many placement points as possible here. He's hoping that nobody recognizes he's a solo in the backside, but he has to move forward. Only 4 builds remain, down to his last 2. Valerie might have been the chance, but Andalex is gonna be the one who steals that away. Bevies now praying that anything comes his direction.
Second height, you have Twidexy and Eclipse as well. They need a big match here to qualify. All these trios are on that borderline of making it through consistency. Bevies, he hits the shot, picks up another elimination. 178 points now. Just a few more could potentially secure it. As the siphon comes through, he hits it again. 170, but you need to get that finish. One more elimination could be all it takes. He gets the knock, gets the points. Bevies, are you kidding me?
Bevies just refuses to fold. He's taking down Eclipse. He's keeping this charge going. One more. Could it be the next one that ends his life? But Bevies tangled up. Can't break through. Finally, gonna be put down in the dirt. Tayson, Chicho, Atris, layer swap. Just one above. Chicho loses sight of Tayson, loses his teammate, and Chicho with Atreus, they might still be able to close this one out, but Clement for good measure, all the way back. No one has a chance of catching up to where he is at. It's gonna come down exclusively to who's got more whites remaining. The Chug Jug 160 charge. Chicho with a med kit also has the misform just in case here, Takada. It's gonna come down to the wire.
This is gonna be the third time I've seen Chicho in a second place position, having to clutch it out. The one Chug Jug is all that's Clement's got left. He finds a med miss though. That could be the deciding factor. The med kit is gonna allow Chicho to use the mist form one more time, but Marco is still up as well. It's a 3-person heal off. Chicho goes down. Marco and Clement, how are they still alive?
It's the bandages versus the med miss grenade, and Clement, he's found a miracle here at the end of the lobby. Takada, 2 med miss grenades, the odds of that, but that's just how active you have to stay in these endgame moments. He peeled off immediately, looking to play out both of those Chug Jugs. It's just insane to think that Marco took him all the way before finally Clement managed to outlast him with the heal off.
So many players were clutching it up as a solo. They were just a few points away from qualifying. I have no idea what that cutoff is going to be from the heal-offs. The French trio taking height, looking to close it out. Elim after Elim. We had solo clutches. We had Eclipse's whole trio on second height, also getting incredibly close. Marco himself was on the middle part of that leaderboard going into this match, and now closing it off with a second place. Is it going to be enough? So much has just happened, and Taco, I don't even know what to say anymore. What a way to close out the last match of the day. How are you feeling, Taco?
And that was absolute scenes, especially in these last couple of lobbies, Takada. But what I'm really keeping my focus on is how this leaderboard ended up. It's been an awesome ride through all 5 of these lobbies with you here today, Takada. But that's going to do it for us. We'll leave it up to the desk now to tell us what happens next.
Thank you so much, guys. We'll be seeing you guys casting the action for Group 3 tomorrow. Don't be late. Now, let's have a chat about the fact that our French trio has managed to make their way into the Major 3 finals via the Victory Royale. Although, I have to say, the way that Clement, Snazy, and Ice have been playing all day 11, they would have probably done it via consistency points anyway.
I mean, yeah, they were sitting in a good position regardless. If anything, they helped whoever was in 6th place, right, with that win. These guys have moved me today. Mini, they've performed so well. We've had great clutches, great high ground play. The whole works from this trio today.
Yeah, really great work from these guys all day long. In this game in particular, they had height. We were saying in the back, we're like, yeah, these guys are probably going to win this game. And then they had it taken off of them. And it's so difficult to then retake height, get into a good position, and find yourselves in these endgame situations. So all credit goes to these guys right here. And at the end, it was like a scavenger hunt. It was a little treasure hunt of every single player in that endgame trying to go for a heal. I was like, oh, I've got my Chug Jug. Oh, a med kit. Oh, some med miss. It's like, I don't know. I didn't even know what was happening. It was just very fortunate for Clement that he was able to find those 2 med miss, but I don't think they don't deserve to qual. They've been performing very well today.
Well, Clement and Co were our 5th Victory Royale winner of the day, but let's remind ourselves who picked up our other wins and have already booked themselves a spot in next week's grand final. So if you cast your minds back to game 1, Cantry, Pagage, and Fincheck, that was a photo finish. Slightly confusing as to who won that at the time, but now looking back, it seems obvious because these guys are demons on Hype Mini Miner.
Yeah, really great from those guys. Again, a team that's sort of been on the come up. Fincheck, Cantry in particular, playing with Uppal, always been sort of in and around that sort of major final, performing well. And then Pradaj, of course, one of those grinder players that we all know about. And then also to coach other teams to quals as well. Just a very good day at the office for those guys.
Absolutely. Now, look, looking at all these, you know, let us know in the chat, how many of these did you predict correctly, right? I think for me, I think I was 3 out of 5. I think I had Seti's team. I can't remember if it was them or for us, but either way, I think I'm going to claim the 3 out of 5 myself. You know, we had some surprise wins there. I didn't expect, obviously, the game 3 winners to make it through. I think that shocks a lot of people. Then that final game, Clement and them, they played well. I did not expect them to come through, but there's always that one team, I think, every season that comes into the group stage and just like blows teams out the water, and you're like, wow, they played really well. So hopefully they match it in finals.
In some ways, it's a surprise for me that Malibuca's trio didn't pick up a victory royale tonight, but I have a feeling we're going to see them on the next list. It is our consistency qualifiers. 5 more trios going through to the finals next weekend. Obviously, Ping, Wox, and Malibuca. Fantastic performance from them today. Very consistent, Levin. It just didn't result in a victory royale, but that's fine.
But that is perfectly fine. All that matters is they got their spot in the final. We're going to see them next weekend. And hopefully we can see more of what we saw of them today. Top level Fortnite. Hopefully we get to see what we saw from them last major in the finals on day 1, at least, not day 2. I'm sure they won't want it to be like day 2. These guys have been top today, Mini.
Yeah, and even just there down in 5th place, Focus mixing it up. Well, that was a really nice clutch in that last game just to sneak into that top 5 position. And these guys have been like pretty solid all day. I haven't really seen any moments where I'm like, wow, this is an amazing performance from these guys. They've just been able to get in that sort of top 10 range, consistently getting eliminations, you know, just playing as that I'd imagine set out to play when it comes to consistency. And that just shows there is another way to play this sort of format as well. You can just play out all of your games as much as you can and maybe not try and go for hype, maybe try and go for the wins. It's just about making it to these end games consistently and not necessarily setting the world on fire, just doing a decent job.
Yeah, these guys have played a couple finals now as a trio, and it's you know, it's not been the world-class performances by any means, but they've shown signs that they can be a decent team, and again, to clutch up here, I'm sure that will be good vibes for them going into next weekend.
Yeah, just a couple of finals to their name. Early days for this trio. Nice to see Mixum bouncing back after leaving the side of Combeck and Blacker. So let's have a look now at the leaderboard and just see who narrowly missed out. Now, I had been saying that, the season ends for a lot of these trios today. Technically, there is the last chance qualifier, but obviously not every trio is going to make it into that lobby. So let's take a look at page 2 and see our contenders who will be trying to qualify again later in this week. And if you look at Dexy, so narrowly missing out. Do you think the commentators cursed them, Levin?
It's the most common esports trope, isn't it? It's to cast a curse. Everyone's always like, yeah, I said they're going to win. I'm so cursed. It's like, yeah, it happens. But we see these things happen. I would love to see them make it through. They are definitely the kind of team, Mini, who I think going into last chance, you could see them, making that lobby and getting a win for sure.
Yeah, particularly with how they performed at the sort of latter stage of today. Their first 2 games not very good, going down early on. They recovered, but just couldn't quite recover as well as they needed to. So yeah, you're absolutely right. If they can make those end games in that last chance qualifier, pick up a win, they'll be in the major finals. But a lot of pressure now. You don't want to be in that position.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure still to come this evening because the North American kicks off in just a couple of hours. So do stick around for Zeke, Vivid, Kelly, and the gang. I can't wait either, but you're going to have to, Levin, okay? Learn some patience, for goodness sake. You've had enough patience learning being on a desk with me. That is all from us there in Europe 4 tonight. We're going to be seeing you guys tomorrow, same time for Group 3. So make sure you're there, otherwise I'll come after you, as I've just given you a fine example of it. Minnie, I'll admonish you in just a moment. For now, though, sound that horn. Good night.
I install my eSIM the day before traveling, so when I land, I'm instantly connected. Fly. It's so simple.
That's my freaking Joe Goat, buddy. 23 limbs, 10 people left. Oh, there's got a limb. I needed that, brother. Got tagged in the back. You really got them shots, boy. But why is he actually moving different? I'm not even gonna lie. Why was he kind of moving different? 4 people left. I got 26 limbs. Going wild for the night, frick with being polite. I'm saying wild for the night, frick with being polite. I'm going. Ouch. I'm going wild for the night, freak with being polite. I'm going. You reach out all the time. Jermaine Mancorn, thank you for another gifted. Somebody gifted for Jermaine. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate the love. Live event was like 30 seconds long, bro. The live events do get better in Fortnite OG, I will say. What are the settings you're using? They're on my 1v1 map. You can find them on there. Just look up TG into Fortnite. Tournament's gonna be at 6 p.m. Pacific, chat. Yeah, I'll be on heavy delay for the tournament. For sure. Jermaine Mancore, thank you for another gifted! Let's go! I'm going wild for the night. My car's freaking polite. It's going. How high can you go with it? I think that's pretty much the highest you can go. Am I technically flying? Wait, am I technically flying? Huh, no, not the storm. Oh wait, I can shield in the storm. I'm going wild for the night. I'm swifty and polite. I'm going. Give me a second. Oh, it's a 1v1 situation. Oh. Oh, I'm feeling hecka swifty right now, huh? Woo! Jonah Prophecy. Did you see the GTA 6 trailer too? Yeah, I did. Oh, what an awesome game. I'm so excited for that. I'm so excited for that. We should add you, Jonah. Yeah, I had 29 elims that game. That was one of my highest elim solo games ever. Just finished watching your aura farming video. W. Ross Heaps, thank you for the 6 months. TG, I love the videos and the Pokemon card openings with your wife. Let's go, Ross. Appreciate that love. Appreciate you, Ross. How Huzin, thank you for the 2. Then XC Kaliko, thank you for the Prime. Let me calculate something real quick. So we had 5, 45, 75, 86, 87, 82. 85. So we're 10 into a... Wait, how many did I say gifted for the original Pokemon Center box, chat? That I opened already? How many gifted did I say for that? Was it 50 or 75? It was 50. No, yesterday I said 100, but redid my math, you know? It was 50. Was it 50? Can someone confirm? I'd say someone say 6, 7 mangoes. Why'd somebody say that? Oh, it was 50? Okay. Which means that we are 35 into 100 gifted for a booster box. W. That means, how many is that? 65 gifted needed for a booster box open. Should we do that though? I mean, I'd be down. I'd be down. Did another Destin Rivals. Mongols. At some point, I'm gonna have to hop though and prepare myself for FNCS. You know, eat early.
Hello. Hope we're all good, chat.
They might
This is
still
the last
be able
game.
to close this one out, but Clement for good measure all the way back. No one has
Clement
a
needs
chance
this.
of catching
So
up
does
to where
Marco.
he is at.
So does
It's going to
Riss.
come down exclusively
Oh, they all
to
need
who's
this.
got more lights remaining.
Oh my
The
god, they all
Chug
need this for the
160
call.
charge. Chicho with a med kit
Think
also
Chicho
has the
might be
misform
qualified.
just in case here. Takada, it's going to come down to
Marco
the wire.
needs this so
This is gonna
bad.
be the third time
Oh my
I've seen
god.
Chicho in a second place position, having to clutch it out. The one Chug is all that's Clement's got
Marco
left. He
needs this.
finds a med miss though. That could be the deciding factor. The med kit is gonna allow Chicho to use
Chicho's
the
dead.
mist form one more
Marco
time.
needs this.
But Marco is still up as well. It's a
Marco
person
needs
heal
this.
off. Chicho goes down.
Marco needs
Marco
this.
and Clement, how are they
Marco's
still
dead.
alive?
It's the bandages
No.
versus the Medmis grenade and
No.
Clement. He's found
doesn't get
a
it.
miracle
Oh my
here
God.
at the end of the lobby.
I'm not waiting.
Takada, 2 men.
At the time, but
They're the
now
game
looking
winners.
back, it seems obvious because these guys are demons on Hype Mini right now.
Yeah, really great
And
from
here's the
those
leaderboard.
guys.
It's not been the world-class performances by any means, but they've shown signs that they can be a
Of these trios.
Alright, for the top 10, we've got Snazy, Seti, Lixium, Pix, Country, Ping, Riss, Plecus, Strokey, and Focus. Wow. Bro, if Marco won that game, he would have qualified.
Goes today. Technically, there is the last chance
bro.
qualifier, but obviously not every trio is going to make it into
Oh
that
my
lobby. So let's take
God.
kind of team.
Bro, that's so unfortunate. Coming second, bro.
of these trios
Coming
today. Technically, there is the
second.
last chance qualifier, but obviously not
Yo.
every trio is going to make
feel
it
so
into
bad
that
for-
lobby. So let's
for
take a look
Marco, bro.
at page 2
If he won that
and
game.
see our contenders who
Oh, Eclipse came 11th. Marco in 12th, Strapped in 13th, Burke in 14th, French Peterbot, Robin, Atlantic,
Metez, Lens, X-Ray,
We'll be trying to qualify again.
That's crazy, bro.
Bro, this end game is so passive, dude. Everyone on the console comes plays so passive. Oh my god, double kill? Switch guns, broski? I know it's slow on console, but damn, that was the slowest weapon swap of all time. That was like fucking me and Zone was playing my SMG.
But he's still alive. He's going for the play.
Oh, nice.
That's gonna be another refresh. King goes down. Players.
Alright, chat, that's gonna be it for the stream. Much appreciate you all for tuning in. Yeah, W chat, bro. Love y'all. Hope you have a good evening and peace.